Excuse me. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you so much for tuning in. I need to figure out how to get this key ASC bottle opener. Um, come on, come on. This thing is stuck. Now I can't open my boodles. I wonder if I can use this thing to open up my boodles. Hang on. Let's see. Let's see if it works. Um, come on. Oh, there's a hair on my Glock barrel. Hold on. Let's see if I can just pry this bad boy up. Oh, don't come out of there. Nothing like destroying the finish on your Shadow Systems barrel just to pop open a bottle. I would use a flathead, but I don't have a flathead. Here, let's do this. There we go. There we go. Boom. All right. For the people that are going to come in here and be like, DLD after dark, DLD hardware, your package is late. And okay. All right. So let me just throw this out there right now. I am behind on packages right now. I had an issue. I had my production go down, unfortunately, but and not only that, my email sync is still down. I've not been able to fix it, so I'm sure a million people are sending emails and I'm not getting it, and because of that, my phone's blowing up. So now, because my phone's blowing up, I'm missing, I'm sure, a bunch of people that are hitting me up. Sorry, but everything's getting out. I'm getting caught up, and so just chill. All right. DLD has a package issue. Yeah. When do I not have a package issue? Cheers to all you guys. Love y'all. But the funny thing is when you call the burner number, it's not a burner. You know what I mean? When you call the number that I have associated with just channel stuff and just DLD stuff, it says you've reached DLD hardware and DLD after dark. Leave a message and I'll get back to you. And I think when I don't get back to people either quickly or at all, sorry. Um, Same thing for my IG whatchamacallits, for my IG DMs, that's what you call it, for my GDMs. It's just crazy. Like if I went through and showed y'all the DMs and how many are unread, it is insane. So I promise, if I don't get back to you, please don't take it as like a personal offense. It's just impossible to, get back to every single person. But just know that if anyone out there did order anything, it's coming to you. It is coming. But dealing with all of that stuff, dealing with the email sync being down still, which has been crazy, and then also dealing with I have a number for my package. Don't we all? Don't we all? Osgood Black, what up? Holding all the packages. Yeah. Oh, that's great. Osgood, I haven't seen you in a minute, man. It's good to see you in here, bro. Um, and yeah, I'm getting everything out, but that everything with that, and then everything with taking on, everything with definition knives and all the packaging, more stuff about packages for both definition knives and DLD hardware, and my production going down, and all the stuff I had to do. And thank God for people like Gutter Cheese, for people like John Crump, for people like Flying Rich, all these people that are just willing to jump in and help in any way that they can. I appreciate y'all, love y'all, and I'm gonna mute while I burp real quick. You'll thank me later. That was straight up like a Homer Simpson burp. All right, let me actually get into this. The free jarts are causing a delay. Have you seen the cost of Taco Bell lately? Oh, DLD's DMs get forwarded to me. Okay, funny thing, that's kind of true. People actually started hitting up Rich saying, "Hey, I know Dark doesn't check his DMs, so I wanted to tell you this so you can tell DLD." Oh, that's so funny. Speaking of which, check these crazy little thing out, or little things rather. Look at these Christmas trees. These are like literally just printed like basically in the air. It's crazy. And I don't know really what they look like on camera. Let me move Rich's crazy comment right here. Burp. Yeah, that was a straight up Homer Simpson burp, son. Okay, so let me take this and this. They actually look in a really, really strange way, like kind of realistic in person. It's crazy, like to get that vibe from them. So I was actually thinking of hitting up Rich and being like, dude, let's scale these down to like a 16th of the size and print these, and I'll throw these into the packages. Because another thing that I'm doing with the jigs is I'm doing Christmas jigs. So all the jigs that I'm sending out for December, to include maybe some jigs that are going to go out to large companies that are ordering massive amounts. I might be doing Christmas jigs in there. I don't know how they're going to feel about that, but we'll find out. But I thought it would be cool to like do stuff like this, but I just don't have the time really. But I'd like to. The only reason my ish is not running right, and what in the heck? That's crazy. The only reason my whatchamacallit's not running right now is just because I don't want all the craziness going on in the background while I'm here with y'all. So we gonna do this, Xanthi Misfit. No way. All right, all channel members, sound off. Let's go ahead and do this. WTF do you mean the Czech Republic is buying up our ammo supply? It's bad enough the prices are still high. Now it's going to be even higher. So technically, it's not the Czech Republic. It is the Czechoslovakia group. I forgot exactly what it is, but I think it's Czechoslovak group or something like that, which is a foreign um, corporation that is purchasing, honestly, most of our domestic ammo production. And of course, the federal government signed off on it because, why wouldn't they? There have been some domestic folks that have been doing everything they could to stop it from going. Because look, I don't know. Like, do you guys feel comfortable with a foreign uh, business entity purchasing almost all of our domestic ammo production like that? I don't know, that doesn't sound too good to me. And honestly, the absolute first thing that pops in my mind is, okay, well, who is it? Who is that Czechoslovak group or whatever? And who owns them? And I don't mean who on paper owns the company. I mean who owns them, right? And who do they owe favors to? And I told y'all a while back. I mean, this is probably like a couple years ago. Um, if they can't get the guns, which really effectively they can't, they never could, especially now that we can make Glocks and ARs and in a closet anywhere in the country, which are modern military. In their eyes, it's military. I mean, they don't get the difference between an AR and an M16. But anyway, those are modern fighting arms, right? So yeah, you literally cannot stop the signal. I know that may be like some like it's a cheesy saying. No, no, it is a beautiful thing, and it is a lifestyle to understand that there is absolutely no way at all, literally ever, that they could stop the signal. So anyway, more on that later. We're going to jump into it. We're going to discuss some of the ammo debacle and some ish too. And do me a favor, if you're not going to stick around for the first 5 to 10 minutes while we're doing the intro to greet all the channel members, do me a favor. Eldest Son 2.0, right, bro? If you don't know about that, Operation Eldest Son, check out Vietnam. Vietnam was a dang old crazy time. I'll tell you what. I mean, I wasn't there, but I heard. Show starts in 45 minutes. No, but do this. If you don't want to stick around for the next 5 or 10 minutes as we greet all the channel members, because you guys are literally, actually, funny enough, usually you're like 98% of the revenue coming to this channel. You're currently like 76% of the revenue, but still, obviously, like I don't really care about the revenue, but the support, right? Everything that you guys do for the channel is huge for the channel, for myself, for the companies. For look, Definition Knives is doing great, by the way. If you use code gravy, not only do you get oh, hold up, rolling up on my block, son. Not only do you get an already great price for already great knives, but also you get another 10% off and free shipping. And a lot of people have been taking advantage of that. So take advantage of it if you choose to. DefinitionKnives.com, www.definitionknives.com. If you use code gravy, then yeah, you get 10% off and free shipping. So take advantage of that. And I just extended free shipping just to everyone, code or not. So even if people come off the site that don't know, that aren't here for these kinds of conversations, that they still get to save on that too. So anyway, let's go ahead and jump into it. If you're sorry, let me get back to being focused here. If you would rather not stick around for the first 5 or 10 minutes while we greet all the channel members, then I would ask you to, when you leave for a moment, if you do, go to the shorts on my channel and watch it's like a 15-second short of me mag dumping an MP5 in full auto. And while we do that, I'm going to get some nicotine real quick and you can watch this. Enjoy.
I'm almost too mad to do the show at this point. In fact, I just need to walk out of here. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Delicious. Anyway, thank you guys so much. I appreciate all y'all for real. All the support is huge. Yes, I did miss this past Saturday, but you know, them's them's the rules. Sometimes we miss them. I had to figure out a way to get back in production, and I did. I was talking to somebody that is in the printing world, and let's just say again, thank God for gutter cheese. And I was like, they're like, well, where you at with your machine? I said, well, I just hit 2,000 hours with my machine. And they said, okay, tell me what your maintenance schedule is like. I was like, my what? My maintenance schedule. My maintenance schedule is like this. The same maintenance schedule for my Glock, actually. So yeah, I learned a lot about my machine this past week. Excuse me. All right, let's go ahead and do this. So, first off, if this is your first time watching DLD After Dark, welcome. A, I don't believe you. B, if you are going to maintain that position, then that's okay. Welcome. And I would like to say that if you do choose, I did see somebody that said this is their first time here. So, if it is your first time here, welcome. Let's see, where is it? I saw something in here. First time in the live stream, James Floyd. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, James Floyd. That's awesome. Um, but if this is your first time in the live stream, then stick around, chat with some of the super cool cats over here. And as you hang out, if you do choose to stick around, my bet is that you're going to love it around here. You're going to love all the people, the community, and you're just going to kick it. And then you may want to even subscribe, and you could do other stuff if you want the like and the share and all that. I don't really usually ask for that, but that does help too. It helps push the massage out to to the masses. Who am I kidding? They don't want my message anywhere out there. Um, if you're watching this the next day or the next day or the next day, then do me a favor, shout out, drop a comment, shout out Replay Mafia. Appreciate y'all, Razor JB. Recapitulation Syndication, Spin 360. Appreciate you. Night Custom Builds always drops like a dark coffee or something like that. Just drop a comment that says something witty and sly about how you're watching the replay. I appreciate y'all so much. And FGM and a whole bunch of y'all just come up with really, really creative stuff. So appreciate y'all, man. Let's go ahead and greet all of our channel members. And before we do that, let's congratulate Toy Town Inc. for jumping in there first. Bro, what is that? Oh, it's like nuts, not bolts. Yeah, nuts. He's got nuts around his fingers. Ew. But that's what's up. Toy Town, brother. I appreciate you, man. One crisp high five. Psh, thank you, sir. Let's go through and say what's up to all the channel members. We got Kurt 24 in the building. Kurt 24, the producer of the show. Appreciate you, man, so much. Not only is he a channel member, but he's also a moderator. So show him some love. We got Flying Rich Firearms, who just hit 20,000 subscribers on his channel. And did you know that I am currently at 4,899 subscribers? I'm one away from 4,900 and 100 away from 5,000. So I'm working on it. I'm working on it. But I appreciate y'all so much for all the channel members. Y'all are a huge, like massive piece of the support. So thank you. We got Zanti Misfit in the building. What's up, brother? Also a channel member. Mike McClune, the Goon, also a channel member and a moderator. So we appreciate you as well. And Mike McClune, you've been sending me some stuff on the IG as well. I promise I usually get to it. Just may take a little while, but when I do, I go through everything and respond to every single thing you send. So I appreciate you, man. Got a cheese, brother. Great to see you. He says, "Have you printed a GAT today?" And you should. You should print a GAT nearly every day. I usually can't because the whole production thing. But brother, got a cheese. I appreciate you so much, man. Thank you. Have you printed a Christmas tree today. Those are pretty dope though, right? Like I'm not tripping. Those are pretty dope. Let's see who else we got. Kurt 24, Kurt 24, got the cheese, Anti Misfits, Anti Misfit, Kurt 24, Anti Misfit, get a cheese. Oh yeah, I'm way back in the beginning. Kurt 24, hey, there he is. Lightning McQueen, brother, great to see you. Also a channel member, appreciate you. Zanti Cali Pepper, which I'm so used to saying Cali Prepper. So it's kind of I have to actually read it to remember. But brother, Chenamemba, appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Lightning McQueen, good at cheese. Lightning McQueen, Mike McClune, the Goon, Kurt 24. Hey, there he is. Aggie, brother, great to see you. Agorizer, appreciate you, man. Santi Misfit, Lightning McQueen, good at cheese, good at cheese. I'm just going through. Mike McClune Lagoon, Agorizer, a Blue Curtain Burner. Great to see you. Appreciate you. Also a Member as well. Kurt 24. Marconi. And did you know that those incredible magwells that are usually like $79 are actually currently on sale on Marconi's website, and they're I think $62. Honestly, some of the best magwells in the game. Super sturdy, two-piece design. They bolt together, and then it bolts in the back. And they also fit OEM frames, Gen 3 and Gen 4 frames. They fit SCT frames. They fit Strike 80 frames. They fit. Did they fit Nomad too? Maybe Nomad. Which other one? P80 frames beautifully. Actually, they fit P80 frames beautifully. They fit like I'm actually really blown away about how many frames that they fit, especially since the lower profile is so different on all those. So you're killing it, Marconi. Appreciate you, man. And if you really want to see some dope slides and barrels, then go check out what he's working with. And I believe code DARK works, but he may have another discount that's even better. So check him out. Marconi's the man. Lightning McQueen, Agorizer, Kurt 24, Agorizer, Mike McClune, the Goons, Anti Misfit, Lightning McQueen, Agorizer. Let's see, Agorizer, Flying Rich, Firearms, Lightning McQueen, Agorizer. I'm going through here. I know I'm super far behind. I'm only like halfway through chat now, so burr with me. DLD After Dark with the Harry and the Henderson's beard. I did, I reshaped it like down, but it's like taking a little bit to get used to like the it's tough. I literally almost like chopped it off, but I was like, man, for Jonah, I can't do it, man. I got to keep it for Jonah. Zanti Misfit, there he is. Barton Fink, great to see you, brother. His package might be late, but he delivers. Giggity, always. Lightning McQueen, Agorizer, Flying Rich Firearms. Let's see. Kurt 24, Cali Pepper, Cali Prepper, Cali Pooper, Flying Rich Firearms. Let's see. Lightning McQueen, Flying Rich Agorizer, Cali Pooper, Barton Fink, Santi Misfit, Flying Rich Firearms, Cali Pepper. Whoa, yo, Drewski coming in hot. Yo, Drewski, just hold on. Can y'all hear that? Hopefully they're not coming for me. Drew, my man Drewski, Drew in Oregon, Drewski with a dooski, came in hot, and at the beginning of the show, just sent a $75 Cash App. Holy moly, bro. Thank you so much. What I don't know. I don't see a message. Is it for something? Why do you do this? Why do you do this for me? Yo, this is crazy, Drewski. Thank you, man. Let me see if there's a massage in here. Oh, and because someone actually just paid via Cash App for an order, I actually that brings me to $100 in Cash App, bro. Thank you so much, man. Let's see, and it doesn't even say no message, bro. Drew, man, you're the man. Thank you. I appreciate you. I'm super grateful for you and all the channel members, and I thank you genuinely. I'm like, well, I guess it doesn't matter. I'm X amount of dollars away from what my goal is for Christmas. So I'm working on things, and I don't want to bestow that goal upon you because I don't want it to sound like I'm freaking e-begging. Because the moment I tell you guys that I need something, a bunch of people send me stuff. So I don't want to do that. But thank you, Drew. And I'm saying all this to say that that is contributing towards the Christmas goal that I'm aiming towards for some things for the family. So I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. Um, Cali Prepper, Barton Fink, Zanti. Hold on, did I miss someone? No, Cali Prepper, Barton Fink. Didn't I say? Yeah, I said what's up, Barton Fink, brother. Great to see you. Also a channel member. Zanti Misfit, Cali Pooper, Flying Rich Firearms, Kurt 24, Flying Rich, Kurt 24. Let's see. There he is. Mark Tucker, brother. Great to see you. Also a channel member. And these guys, as we're going through here, these guys have been a channel member like forever. I appreciate all y'all so much. If that, let them make their own, right? Do you have a deck for a background? Is that yo, stop playing. Okay. More on that later with our guest. Kurt 24, Flying Rich Firearms, Mark Tucker, let's see who else. Flying Rich, Mark Tucker, let's see, Kurt 24. We said Aggie, what's up, brother? Great to see you. I was just making sure I didn't miss anybody. Marconi, Kurt, Flying Rich, Mark Tucker, Marconi. Let's see. There's Marconi, Agorizer. Let's see. Sorry, I'm just making sure I don't miss anybody here. We got Modern Frontiersman in here as well. Make sure you go subscribe to his channel, man. Great channel. Appreciate you. We even got Horsepower Greed in here. Man, I'm seeing a bunch of old heads up in here, man. Appreciate you guys. Mark Tucker, Agorizer, Gort. Great to see you, bro. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Also a channel member. Fluffy Bunny Arsenal. Also a channel member. Appreciate you guys, man. Thank you. Hey, Cheatham, my first time as well, guys. Make sure to welcome Cheatham as well. If you can't beat him, cheat them. Now, if you can't beat them, join them or cheat them. Welcome. Appreciate you. Lightning McQueen. It's funny because now that I'm actually saying, like, there are no new people in the live streams, and then new people are actually like, well, sir, I'm actually new. Welcome. I appreciate you. Agorizer, Fluffy Bunny Arsenal, all channel members. Appreciate you. Gort. And if you guys don't know, every Friday at 9:30, 9:45 p.m. Eastern, I know that's also when Red Dawn does his live streams as well. But remember that 2A EDU also does his live streams. So some of us hang out there as well. If you don't find me in 2A EDU's live streams, you're going to find me in Red Dawn's live streams as well. So we can hang out there Fridays. Let's see. Gort, Fluffy Bunny. There he is. Drewski. What a dooski. Brother, great to see you. Also a channel member, lifetime channel member. And thank you so much for the contribution, man. Appreciate you for real. Fluffy Bunny Arsenal. Z, brother, great to see you. Also a channel member. Appreciate you, man. Let's see. Fluffy Bunny, Mark Tucker, Gort. Drewski, 10 millimeter gang, PNW, that's Pacific Northwest, right? Z, also a channel member. Steve Whoop, also a channel member. Appreciate you. Kurt, I'm loving the National. The National. I don't think Hebrew National. Mark Tucker, brother, great to see you. Good to be here amongst the gun folks. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Lots of gun folks, lots of builders. We talk about lots of stuff. Mark Legon has become a YouTube channel member. Bro, welcome. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. And welcome to the Kim Light Battalion. Have a seat, hang out for a little. And I think you're going to love it here. And I've seen you a bunch, and I appreciate you and am indeed grateful for you. What? No. Yo, is that? Yeah, I was gonna say, is that T for Tejas? Bro, stop it. Stop it. T for Tejas just sent me see, this is what happens when I tell you guys that I'm trying to do so. I promise I'm not trying to like get people to contribute, but T for Tejas just sent a $40 cash app, bro. Man, thank you so much, man. T for Texas, you're the man. Drew, you're the man. You guys are incredible. Thank you. Next time, I'll try to keep my mouth shut. But I was just saying that thank you because your contribution is going towards that, and also for you, T for Tejas, brother. You've been around forever, dog. Um, that's also going to be going towards the Xmas slush fund. So thank you so much. Um, let's see who else we got. Mark Tucka. How do you transition out of that? Because like that, it's look. I appreciate y'all, man, more than you know, bro, for real. Flying Rich, also a channel member and a moderator. Live life, brother. Great to see you. Also a channel member. All right, I'm catching up. I'm catching up. Flying Rich. Hey, come out in PLA, brother. Great to see you, man. Every single time I handle a spool, I think of your name. I love it. I love it. Obviously, Flying Rich, you know, I appreciate you so much, man. You're the man. Come on, PLA, Chenamemba as well. Kurt 24, Gord, Chenamemba, Live Life, Chenamemba. Come on, PLA, Chenamemba. Skywalker, welcome back, man. Appreciate you coming in and hanging out. Jova Q, brother, also a moderator. We appreciate you, man. Red Dawn thinks he found your twin. Um, I told him that it was just racist and that it just was just another black guy, but I may have been messing with him a little bit. He kind of resembles you slightly. Anyway, Jova Q, Agorizer, Jova, Live Life. Let's see who else we got. Drewski, Fluffy Bunny Arsenal. Who else we got? Hey, Shooting Gallery, brother. Great to see you. What's crack lacking? You know that's like a Crip thing, right? You know what's crack lacking? I'm just saying. It is your thing though. It's what he always says, no matter what. He's what's crack-a-lackin'. Every show he starts, what's crack-a-lackin'? That's his thing. That's his thing. Mike McClune, the Goon, Joe Vakuski, Widaduski, T for Tejas, member for 28 months. Howdy, partners. Yo, tell me that you said that because of the It's Tony videos that I sent you. Please tell me. Love it. Love it. Hey, 2 up, 2 down, bro. Great to see you. Another honorable mention. Mike McClune, Kurt 24, T for Tejas, brother, also a channel member. Appreciate you and the contribution. You're the man. Let's see. Barton Fink, Kurt 24, T for Tejas, Agorizer, T for Tejas, Flying Rich. Mike McClune, the Goon, Agorizer, Lightning McQueen, Agorizer. I'm just making sure I don't miss anybody. Dang, Flying Rich, member for 28 months. Yay me! I hit 21,000 subs on Flying Rich Firearms, dude. That's awesome, man. Good for you, dude. Mike McClune, the Goon, Kurt 24, Flying Rich. We need to do it in a different way where I'm just like, all right, from this point on, all channel members sound off, and then those are the ones that get they get hit. I mean, not hit, like not like punched. You know what I'm saying. All right, Kurt 24. Let's see who else. Everyone else, all the honorable mentions: Safety Haba, G23, Tech Money, Tanner. Yo, Tanner, weren't you the ones from Clint's live streams, bro? I think I seen you in there. Tim S, what's up? What's up? How long can DLD do the chat? Long time, long time. Very, very long time. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Brother, great to see you. Safety Harbor Firearms. Check his stuff out. Check out the Sten parts. Check out the Safety Haba. You're going to love it if you like stuff that goes click and bang from time to time. Let's see. Tim S. Mr. BS. Great to see you, bro. Testing. Stifler Manufacturing. What up? What up? All those Glock slides looking fire. Damian Christ. Great to see you. Robert Ham. Baptized in Fire. Great to see you. We also I saw DB up in here. JC Neener up in here. DB, brother, great to see you. He says Monica. I say woo. 2 up, 2 down. Great to see you. Sorry, it's $29,900. I don't know what that's about. DLD, were you at Jonah's house a few weekends ago? No, I was not. I was not. I wanted to get out there. I just wasn't able to in time for the service and stuff, so I was not present. ADXR920, brother, great to see you. I thought so, Tanner. I thought so. Welcome, appreciate you. You know what? Tell Clint. I could, I talked to him as well, but it'd be funnier coming from you. Tell Clint, send him like a DM on Instagram or something and be like, yo, I'm watching DLD right now. You should come through and say what's up. It would be awesome to see him. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, we have a very exciting guest here. The guest that we're bringing on today has actually been through a couple, I mean, life-changing experiences, and through the two events that this individual has been through, he's grown a lot. Both had kind of had impacts on his life, and though we are going to talk about the ammo situation, we're also going to talk about some other just firearm situations in general. We're also probably going to discuss at some point the 110,000 candela light from Goonbeam, because bro, like, this is insane. Okay, I mean, like, come on. And then if you think the 110,000 candela light from Goonbeam is insane, oh my goodness, you can also buy helicopter searchlights from Goonbeam. But I want to bring on our guest who has had two incidents in his life that really changed the course of his life, and because of that, he's sitting on a really a $50,000 to $60,000 hunk of parts that can't fly anymore. So, ladies and gentlemen, Flying Rich.
Well, remarkably, I don't know if I'm partially retarded or not, or maybe I shouldn't confess to that.
You can't say that.
Oh, I'm talking about myself.
Why is your mic volume so low?
Really? Hold on. Boop, boop, boop. It should be okay.
There, it's more okay now.
Hold on. Let me check my settings.
He's going to say
Audio-
not familiar.
Audio USB, yeah.
Goonbeam, yes, the Goonbeam is the way. Yours too, DLD.
My audio should be okay, but whatever. I'm
It's better now.
broadcasting.
It's better now.
You can tell that
It's better now.
I'm not green screening this, and I'm broadcasting from the cargo container.
From Dark's deck. It literally looks like it is a deck.
No, it's a cargo container. See, it's all rusty. Ooh,
You can see your 50.
with a 50
With the 50 on the wall, the 50 BMG on the wall.
that magically appears.
Your background looks like a crime scene. It actually literally does. Hold on. Let's spend a little bit more time on this. Rich, could you move out the way real quick? Dude, that is blood spatter. That is absolutely blood spatter.
No, it's rust. I swear it's rust.
Hold on.
Are you saying there's
that's a
blood spatter in my cargo container?
Is that a picture of your actual
That's my cargo
Oh
container.
my goodness. Okay. So I guess the fact that your 50 BMG in the background is showing up is hilarious. I thought you were literally taking like planks from a deck, because you know how it's like kind of grayed out when you're downstairs or backstage.
Yes.
When you're downstairs.
When you're downstairs.
Yeah, it looked like it was the like planks on a deck. So that's why
You
I
thought it was going to be a show about deck jokes.
I mean, I thought you were just going to come in hot with a deck joke, just like Drewski and T for Tejas came in hot with CASHAPPs. And thank you, appreciate you guys. But anyway, if you could, we actually, believe it or not, there are new people in here, not nude people, Rich. There are new people in here.
Oh, I was getting excited.
Yeah. I didn't say women either, so it's odd that you got excited. But if you could take a minute just to introduce yourself, let everyone know who you are, what you do, and where they can find you, we'll go ahead and jump into it.
I think most importantly, with a 6-3 Supreme Court decision, I'm changing the face of concealed carry in Florida forever.
And to the people that didn't get that, signed up for Arms Scholars Patreon.
I wish we had video.
All right, look. Leave ad read Anthony alone, okay?
Can you tell that story? You tell that story better than anyone.
Clint's been on with Dark like 3 times. Clint said he'll catch you next time. Yeah, for sure. Oh no, I was just telling him to say what's up and come on in chat. Not like come on the show. That's
right.
Because I don't do things last minute, right?
Yeah.
Ever.
Can you tell the ad read Anthony?
Honestly, I don't know that I want to anymore. Are you referring to the one where? No, you know what? What did we talk about before?
Oh gosh, are you bringing like being a good Christian into this?
I know.
Does that end at 10 o'clock?
That's true. It is 11. That sounds like a real Catholic way of looking at stuff.
Hold on, the
Oh
Pope will
man.
forgive us.
Hmm.
Oh wait, what was there? That's funny. That's right.
What's that?
Walter Keller was there.
Oh, that's right. He was there. He did see
Yeah.
you crush someone's dreams. Yes, and destroy. Hey, David Banner, what up? Do Goon Beam Short V1 lens caps come off? Meaning, can they be replaced? Do you mean like the lens cap, or do you mean like a lens cover?
Oh, that's wild.
That's crazy, dude. What? Dude, that's like terrifying. How I All right, I think I'm gonna have to see if that works for me too. Okay, so Goonbeam is here. Shout out to Goonbeam as well. He says
Good
yes.
beam, my homie.
So I would trust him. And if you do want to purchase a Goonbeam, if you go to the description inside my YouTube description, excuse me, and if you click on the affiliate link in there and you use code DARK, you could save a whole bunch of money. Even more so than the already reduced prices on Goonbeam's thing. Unless Goonbeam's sale at checkout saves you more money, because that's fine too. I was talking to get. Oh, never mind. I'll talk about it later.
So we're into the introduction to me. So I'm changing the face of the Second Amendment forever in Florida.
Do you want to tell people? Oh no, you can't. You can't even talk about it.
Well,
That's
I can
literally all
say
you
what
can
it
say.
is. I can't talk about it.
Okay, you say whatever you feel comfortable with, and then we'll actually talk about things and stuff.
So GOA has a lawsuit against the state of Florida for open
He
carry.
transcended to energy. Sorry, that was good. That was good. Skywalker, you crushed it, man. Very dusty. Oh, hold on. Like the TLR1 HL head can be removed and cleaned. Mine is kind of dusty. Very dusty. Yeah, so the head of the bezel from the yes, you could literally completely break apart. It's crazy how much it comes apart. For an example, I got an updated
That's cool. I wish
well,
I had something like that. How would
so
I get that?
this one is actually much old. But I was just saying for
I don't get
size.
cool stuff like that from Goonbeam.
Well, I mean, it's because you don't give him any business. That's probably why. But if you live streamed on your channel, I'm just kidding. I'm
If I
joking.
live streamed.
You would probably
If I actually had an audience that watched my stuff. Oh, well, only 1 million people watched my stuff this past month.
and our revenue is 30 cents different. How crazy was that, dude? 33 cents of a difference. All right, hold on. Let me focus for David Banner. So for David Banner, the Goonbeam EDC that I got was this size, right? Like without the finger thing on it. I usually don't carry it with the finger thing. And I took another one and I did like some plug and play, and I made a uber long V2. I think this is a V2 6. Oh, dang it. 6. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, you can completely take it apart, put it back together, plug and play, and do all sorts of things like that. Anyway, sorry. So go back to you. Yes, if you do, if you go to the description and you use the code, then you can totally save some monies.
Can we get a sound effect where it sounds like I'm beaming out? Like, whoop,
All right, ready?
whoop, whoop.
All right, so sorry. Go ahead and finish your.
So,
Aristaka
first off, I am the GOA litigant in the state of Florida for open carry. So if we get open carry in Florida, it's going to be called Hughes carry.
Is there a specific reason you're focusing on this one topic so much? Or
Nope.
Okay,
Nope.
I didn't know. Did something change? Did something
Nope.
happen?
Nope. No,
Was something accepted?
Nope.
Or they didn't accept?
Nope.
No. Oh, and
No.
we can't talk. We can't even
No
talk
new
about
news.
it. Yeah.
But we have two new people watching, so I figured.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so guys, just so you know, Flying Rich decided to sue the sheriff in an area close to where he lives because
St.
that
Lousy.
sheriff
I mean,
is,
Lucy.
yeah, Port St. Lousy, Port St. Lucie, because the sheriff is actually a really big vagina. And the sheriff there, not like other sheriffs in Florida that are super dope and based and enjoy their people exercising freedom, this sheriff
Like
enjoys
Grady Judd in
tyranny.
Polk County.
Yeah, great example. This sheriff enjoys tyranny, and he enjoys turning his coat inside out from time to time to run from, Anyway, so am I allowed to talk about this stuff like that?
You
Yeah,
can talk
you
about it.
just
I
can't.
can't talk
Okay.
about it.
So basically, Florida has been the beacon of all things freedom for firearms, except open carry and except changing triggers on your firearm. Sorry, that's absurd. And because Rich is very close with several people in the GOA, they, for reasons that we won't discuss now, decided to get together and sue the dirtbag sheriff in Florida that was saying that he was going to, weren't they the ones that said they were going to put an emergency order out that says
No,
you
that was
couldn't
something
have
else. That
that
was
was a different count.
Okeechobee.
Yeah, and that was actually a kind of
Another
a yeah
D-bag move.
yeah. But anyway, the guy was basically being an anti-gun dirtbag, so he's getting sued because of it. So it's seeming like that it may go in the that the court case may go in the direction of freedom, and if that is the case, then all people that would open carry may end up calling it Hughes carry, because Richard Hughes, Flying Rich, would be the one that made it legal. That's him. Would be the one that made it legal in
GOA.
Florida. Well, of course, yeah, but you was the plaintiff in the
Mm-hmm.
case that the GOA is fighting funding and doing all that, and you honestly really didn't do anything at all, kind of like Dick Heller. And what?
Well, I don't know. Maybe I'm assuming Dick Heller did something.
He probably did something.
He probably did.
I'm just being an asshole. And then also,
I like Dick. I don't know.
I love Dick, dude. Yeah. Every time I see Dick, I jump on Dick every opportunity that I have to give him a hug, because he's a great guy. Dick Heller is a great guy. We're also suing the DOJ.
Walter and I got a pick with Dick.
Yeah, I got a dick pic.
At Iraq Veteran, I got a dick pic also.
With Dick Heller is what.
And a beaver pic.
And a beaver pic, yep. And so we're also suing the ATF because
that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, but I really don't think we're supposed to talk about that, like, at all.
Are we not? Nobody told us not to talk about that.
When you're suing the United States Department of Justice, it's usually in good form to not talk about that stuff. So, preaching to the choir, all gun laws are infringement.
Racist.
Mile High Running, welcome. Open carry hurts people's feelings, allegedly.
Did you see my 50 count?
I love deck. Phrasing.
Wait, all I gotta say is my deck is probably 100 times bigger than your deck.
This is true. Hard. This is true. Yeah. At least I use mine.
I use my deck.
My deck. When was the last time your wife was on your deck? Okay, all right, let's stop. All right, okay, that's a joke. Get it? Because it's deck.
Maybe Sunday, maybe over the weekend.
Oh, that's good.
But I wasn't there.
She was with someone else. Okay,
no,
more Beta Prince, brother. Great to see you. Also a channel member. Appreciate you. Get you one of them lifetime blanket pardons like Hunter got. It's all good then.
Oh, I mean, the Biden appointed judge and Biden prosecutor, they were going to railroad him because of political. Oh wait, no.
Look, clearly they had a political agenda. All right, now if we could, guys, let's go to our
Oh, hold on. We
representative
didn't
on
get
the
done talking
ground.
about me.
And
We're
well, hold on,
supposed to still talk about me.
we have someone waiting here. Let's go to the representative on the ground and
Oh.
let everyone know how they're doing. Biden is actually walking out of his residence right now.
Oh, okay.
Let's
Hold
go
on.
to representative on the ground. Thank you.
Wait. I heard Biden had some commentary about some of his constituents.
Oof. Did you see that thing I shared with you on IG where it was like the Transformers credits where what's her name? What's that spokesperson lady?
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Jean-Claude Van Damme, that's right. So Jean-Claude Van Damme that's great. Went up and it said 3 times. Sorry, I
He
guess I
will
should have
not be
said,
issuing a pardon. He will
you know,
not be pardoning his son. He's not going to. I said he's not issuing a pardon.
yeah, and then it pans to that moment when it like zooms in on him just by himself, and he's like, and just smiles, and then it rolls to credits, and it's like directed by Michael Bain, and it's like the Transformers credits, dude. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm sorry. Let's go back to talking about you, Rich, because that's your favorite topic.
Well, of course it is, and it's most people's favorite topic. So
Cringe, Pierre. Oh well, now it doesn't matter. JC9, the missing cocaine from
Hunter is asking for his cocaine back.
Yeah, he is.
He's like, now that I got a pardon,
filed a formal.
Man, I should have killed those hookers instead of paying child support.
Oof. You can't make this shit up, right? I'm saying. All right, go ahead, finish your thing, and then we'll do the thing.
So I have flyingrich.com, which links to all of my social media, and eventually the hot contest build that I have on my lap right now.
Nice.
Which is ready to fire, which is actually.
I mean, it's not like something that like I've seen or anything like that.
No, you might have seen. Well, it's not. It's operational at this moment, but it may change in the future.
Yeah. G23, I promise you Code Gravy works. Maybe don't do all if it's cap sensitive, because I've seen like 10 orders come through with Code Gravy. Try capital G little Ravy. GRAVY.
Really? Is that how you typed it in?
Yeah. I don't think it's case sensitive, but just in case it is.
Sometimes these things are that way, which sucks.
You know, Robert Ham, he says one of those hookers was AOC. Look, I just absolutely dislike everything about her, the words that she uses, the tone that she speaks in, her voice and everything. But I would still totally smash that retard. I can't help it. You know, she's just like one of those women that you just want to till they shut up, you know. Thank you, Kurt. Thank you for the link drop. Yeah, G23. Let me know. Let me know if it works. G23. Try it again with a big G, little Ravy.
Have you seen this?
Oh, that's the flux capacitor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Nice.
It's in, and now I can't get it out. No.
I knew a girl that was a little Ravy. Did she have a binky necklace made with beads? Red Dawn, brother, great to see you. Where'd you go?
Fred Dawn.
There he is. Fred Dawn, great to see you, Fred.
Hold on, Fred. Watch this.
It's almost like there's a green screen, and if you confuse the camera enough, it will just eliminate you. It'll just nuke you.
I legit can't get this out of my build gun now.
What is the thing that you put in? Oh, is that the thing that you
the modified thing
for the one guy?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And I'm worried about scratching the paint.
Oh my goodness! You don't want
gun is painted.
You don't want to scratch the paint off of the item that someone Cerakoted rubber, thinking that it would have stayed on there.
Shh, I told him to do that. He said there was no chance of it staying on. I'm like, I go for it.
Yeah.
No, he totally did.
You basically got to do the top and then just leave the rubber alone. Anyway, so sorry. Did you have something else that you wanted to hit on before we do the thing?
So Dark's referencing that I've like what is the saying? I got to make sure I get the saying right. Every landing you can walk away from is a good landing, and every landing you can reuse the plane is a great landing. So I've had 2 good landings. The rest were great, which actually really didn't change anything about me life changing, which is ridiculous, maybe because I'm partially AOC'd.
He said he sent you a screenshot. All right, yeah, I'll. I don't think I can manually go.
Dude, I'm gonna have to start charging you if I'm your secretary.
I mean, you might have to.
Did you really think that? Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So that is the. Oh, you know what?
You try all uppercase, all lowercase. Did you let it expire?
It may have well, it's not midnight yet, so hang on. Let me.
Well, did anyone use the code today?
Yeah.
Oh, I got my fingernail under it.
Dude, you're gonna have to. It's gonna have to go bye. All right, you keep all these people occupado while I work on this real quick.
Oh, got it out. I got it out.
Ed Zachary, brother, great to see you.
So this was part of my build, and I'm not going to be using it now.
But build for what? Let these people know. Exactly.
So we're actually 3 of us are here. Oh wait, is Joe here? Joe's here also. So there's 4 of us.
He was here earlier. I don't know if he is now.
So 5 of us, me, Dark, Crump, Walt, and Joe, are doing an AR big bore build contest, pistol build contest, and my build is ready to fire. How's yours going?
Good.
And
you asked me how I was going. I said good. What do you want me to say?
That trigger's sweet.
All right, stop. Don't just get that. Whatever you have, get it away. I don't want it anywhere near.
You don't want the screen going, Dave?
You have bad luck.
Hold on. I'll move it out of the way.
Okay. All right. So let's see.
Yes, over here.
Site.
Oh, wow, it's right next to my other Anderson.
Promotion. Okay.
So yeah, if you go to my Flying Rich channel and you go to the aviation playlist, ooh, Walter's got a video.
Okay, save. Okay, so try that now.
All right, looks like Walter's showing me just the tip.
I think Walter's going to come out the woodwork with something crazy.
Oh, I know Walt. So in all honesty, so the 5 of us are doing a build competition. The build competition deadline is the 15th.
Yeah, but what is the build? You gotta say what it is. It's the Anderson Big Bore.
Anderson Big Bore. I already said that. Big Bore.
American Big Bore. Yes.
And
or did you just say Big Bore? There you go. It should be updated now.
We're all Kentucky proud.
Yes, we are. All right, I'm back now. Go ahead. Keep going.
The jokes. I don't know if anybody else other than you and me know what that joke is about, but
there's a few.
Wade is here. So
excuse me. Reason P TV. Thank you. I don't think I've seen your username before, so thank you for coming in and hanging out. So Big Bore would be essentially
good question.
Anything 30 caliber and above. Really 30 cal is like that it could be considered big bore, but 30 cal and above. So let's think like the 450 Bushmaster, 458 SOCOM.
So did we say 300 Blackout was legit or no?
We did say that would be the smallest that
Okay.
we'd consider, which that's technically 30 cal too, because it's 7.62.
Right.
So 30 caliber and above. 450 Bushmaster, 458 SOCOM, 500. What's the 50 Beowulf? Any of those super big cartridges would apply to the big bore competition. So
375 SOCOM.
375 SOCOM. I'm not familiar with that one. That sounds cool.
Either. All right. So is the Anderson AR-10 LR308 or AR-10?
Hang on. With that logic, 9mm would count because that's .355.
Right. Yeah,
right?
but that's a pistol caliber.
It's a pistol caliber.
Yeah, nobody even asked that question.
But. I know, but like I guess we didn't think we should have thought it should be like 0.4 and up,
So part of the fun of competitions is gaming the rules.
Of course. Oh, it went through. I can't see who placed the order, but if that was you, G23, thank you. Anybody that oh, nice. I usually pop in when Crumpy jumps online. Nice, man. Thank you. Appreciate you. 9x39 big bore. I mean, technically by that definition.
Yeah, but it's pistol caliber.
Well, 9x39 is pistol-esque because if I did a Tokarev caliber, that would technically apply. And is that a pistol round? It's kind of.
No, so Drew is asking, we're talking the Anderson AM10 line, which now is that all right? So is that LR308 or is that AR10? What is that platform considered? Because I always get it confused.
What platform? I mean, that would be AR.
There's
AR10.
two different 308 AR styles:
DPMS and Armalite. I don't know what the LaRue Tactical would fall under. I think the LaRue Tactical falls under DPMS, but I'm not an AR10 guy. I mean, I don't even think I have one.
So Skywalker's saying it right:
AR10.
SR25 or AR10.
Yeah, well, I think it's technically like it's widely known as Armalite, but yeah, it depends on the cut of the receivers. I don't even own AR10, right? Like I don't even have like an AR10 like on the wall right there. That's definitely not my build, is what I'm saying.
Fragouts in the chat.
Fragouts. Great to see you. Shop is now ready for the mysterious spray booth. Hey, nice.
No more space elevator.
So hold on. So you have a spray booth now that it's actually
ready. He got the plywood on the wall.
Now ready for gotcha.
It's ready to accept it.
$15 shipping. What? No.
What? Well,
no. Shipping is $0 hairs.
Is he screwing with us?
He's got to be joking. Unless he says,
is that why we're not getting orders?
Correct. AR10 is 308, 7.62 by 51.
It's typically. But on the AR10 platform, you can do a lot of different calibers. So 6.5 Creedmoor is probably the most common.
Of course. But that's like, okay, so that is the origin of it, right? It's kind of like the AR-15 is 5.56, but of course there's way more calibers.
Shipping, G23 sent me a screenshot,
dude. How could
35 for shipping?
Okay, something is off. Something changed.
You broke something, man.
I didn't. All I changed was unless it like defaulted to something. Hold on.
I'm out of here.
Good gravy.
No, I'm not.
Dude, nothing. I didn't even go in the shipping department. All I did was change the.
I kind of like that better than the Star Trek transporters.
I like it better than the $8.56 in shipping.
Beam me up, Scotty.
Hold on. This may take me a second because I don't know what changed because I didn't.
That's right. I can play with my flashlight for a while here.
That's
And
going to
I'm
keep
sure it's
them
entertaining for everyone.
so entertained. All right, store settings. Your mom's box. Okay, the box with your mom. Check out. Okay, it's not in there. That's so bizarre. Yeah, shipping fee 0. Does it say UPS or what does it say?
Hold on. Let's see.
And I'm not looking at the screen right now.
I'm looking at a screenshot. Shipping method USPS priority.
Yeah, no, it's literally all right. Let me save it again. USPS shipping
Here,
fee
I'll
0
text this to you.
activated.
G23 Walter Dark.
Something's got to be off with it. That's so bizarre. Like all I did was go into the coupon. I did not change anything else. Dang, dude, it just it charged. Well, I don't want to say just in case it's somebody
His
that
name.
doesn't want to show or say their name.
Well, I texted you his order.
Whoever just purchased the journalist, I'll kick you back the 15. So it's $14.35 in shipping. It absolutely should
All right,
not be
the
that.
gentleman's initials are DC.
Correct. Is that G23?
Yes.
Oh, so it was already put through. So Washington, D.C., I'll kick you back that it should. So I've already saved it. It should. Hold on. Let me go do an
Reload
order
the
real
store or
quick.
something.
Yeah, sorry guys. This is really weird. I've not seen this happen before. So let's go to the journalist. We'll put add to cart, and then we'll do proceed to checkout. Proceed to checkout. Oh, dude, I gotta put all this stuff in here. Beep, beep, beep. Do 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 do. I'm just putting in a bunch of junk. So let's see. We'll see if it picks it up. Virginia. Fajitas.
Fajitas.
That's what I said.
All right.
Fajitas.
Can I say I was incredibly unimpressed with, other than the deal I got.
With Black Friday.
With Black Friday firearms with the T-Man. I figured Black Friday would be crazy.
Dude, what it says now, it says priority shipping $9.65 when I literally just set it to 0. Like Waka Flocka flame. I don't understand this. This is so weird. And it's USPS and it says okay. All right, hold on. Then let's do this. Let's activate free shipping all except exclude list. Dang it. Okay, you know what? Save free shipping for all. All right, boom. So let's try that. I just saved it. So let's resubmit this. Resubmit this. And it's not resubmitting. Of course not. Now I got to go through and do all the guys. I'm so sorry if you're here and you actually want to listen to great conversations that we usually have here. We're trying to figure this out real time.
People left. You got nothing to worry about.
Oh yeah.
It's not like I've talked about stretch goal 1 and stretch goal 2 on which both should be realized.
Yes, please do not. Okay, so let's say 1, proceed to checkout. Okay, it retained all the information. Proceed
All I
with
gotta say,
shipping
frag out,
calculation.
is that is my goal in life, is to get stuck in the void.
Free shipping. Boom. Done. Free shipping for everybody. We just have to remember to go back and change that because it will stay that way forever. Free shipping, free shipping. Okay, so free shipping and 10% off if you use code gravy. Code gravy gives you 10% off.
Sweet.
And guys, remember too that the rates are already reduced because technically the knives are $89 to $99, but we reduce all of them out of the gate to the journalist and birdshot are $59. I mean, that was just the price that we agreed to sell them on, out of the gate. And the DK1 and the Boyd are
Okay.
you probably need to get out of your shipping container for that. The DK1 and the Boyd are $79 and the Copilot is $69. However, usually shipping is $8.65. You'd be getting free shipping and 10% off in addition to that. And if you put in there, like in the notes, if you put like YT, hey, we got another order. Thank you so much. If you put in the notes like YT, or obviously you guys that are coming through tonight, I'll know that you were from the stream. Thanks, Dark. Hey, nice. The full collection. I just don't want to say who it was because I don't want to put you out there, and I don't know who you are in
So
relation to your username. So shout out
wait,
to you.
Eagle
Eagle
Run's in
Run
Texas.
23.
Wait, where frag out's in Texas, Eagle Run is in Texas, but Texas is a big state.
Look at that. We'll trade guns in my neighbor's cows for a spray booth. That's awesome.
So did we have Anglo Friday and Asian Saturday on the sales or no?
Asian Saturday. We have what?
Anglo Friday and no, I mean it was Anglo Thursday and Asian Saturday. Is that what we?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
That is what we had. Isn't that what I was supposed to do?
Yeah.
Oh, don't blow up. Don't blow up.
So my first plane crash, I actually hit two houses. And my second plane crash, I took out a power line, stop sign, speed limit sign, hit the back of a car.
That's it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What do you have to say about Skywalker's comment here? Read what this guy said.
Are Glocks really perfection? If you need to replace stuff or make it what you want, discuss amongst yourselves.
Yes. Because perfection doesn't extend to user preference. So let me say this. Am I a Glock simp? No. A. B.
Some would say if you have over 30 Glocks.
What, that's the number? So if I have 29 Glocks, I'm not a Glock simp? Here's what I'll say. You don't have to, because you say it says if you need to replace stuff to make it what you want. Do you need to replace the sights? No. Is it best to? Yes, absolutely. Do you need to replace internal parts? No. I prefer to drop in like a 3.5 pound connector or something like that. But for most of my like serious work guns, they're all OEM, and I don't change too much on those guns. For like range toys, playing around guns, yeah, I'll change more. I do change the sights though, but to be honest, when you look at the perks of what you get for, like, let's say a SIG or whatever, anything like anything in that price range, dude, I don't even want the AI to hear that sound, please. When you look at what you get for just any other gun in that category, even if I bought an $800 VP9, I'm probably still going to change those steel white dot sights because those suck. But for the most part, for a carry gun like that, I'm probably going to run the rest of the gun OEM, like the rest of Although some of them are like done up with like Cerakote and all sorts of stuff. The guts of the gun and the slide
Maybe that is
barrel
blood
frame,
splatter.
they're all. It does look like blood spatter. Those are all OEM. So I think most people, when they get a Glock, they do change the sights, they do change trigger connectors and springs and all this stuff, and they add, a magwell. They totally change out the trigger bar and add in an aftermarket threaded barrel and all this stuff, which reminds me of those dudes that would buy like a Toyota and then take out their like $750 air intake and put in a $175 Chinesium air intake, right? Like not understanding that they're putting in a lower quality aftermarket
What do
part.
you mean the aftermarket cold air intake doesn't add 10% horsepower?
That's what the box says.
Your
uh,
mom's box?
their mom's box, but it's most of it is user preference items. None of it, and I think you guys would agree with me, none of that has anything to do with the performance of the firearm. The performance of the firearm is what is perfection, is, in my opinion. Is the grip perfection? No. Is the trigger perfection? Far from it. Is the stunning finish of the Glock a nice shout out to whoever just purchased another order from Definition Knives. I appreciate you guys. Is the absolutely just stunning finish of the Glock is it just overwhelming? No, it's not. But the performance of the gun that will likely outlive all of us in this chat. I'm just saying the performance is where it's at. That's all I'm saying. What say you, Rich?
It's funny because G20 and G23, Eagle Run 23, too many 23s out there. Eagle Run said he has no Glock, but only Glock clones, and that was my story until earlier this year, I think.
And then the moment you got your hands on that OEM Glock, everything changed.
I got 2 OEM Glocks at once, and then I got another Glock, and then I got. Well, does my Shadow Systems count as a Glock or no? That's not a Glock.
It's a Glock style.
Okay.
It's kind of like, look, at some point, the AK platform is reliable because of the AK, the design of the AK. In most cases, if you're using very good quality aftermarket parts or performance parts, in most cases, you're going to get a good quality Glock style gun that would likely be reliable because of the design. But that's not always the case, because if you use, a good slide, a good barrel, and good lower parts in whatever frame you choose, if you get a really cheap Taiwanese upper parts kit, your striker is going to break and your ejector is going to shear. That's just what happens. You know what I mean? He's not a simp, but he is a fanboy for sure. I love the guns, and I do not.
All right.
Treat the Glock.
So Skywalker's making a good case here. I don't know about the M&P, but the VP9, that is nice. The Steyr is really nice.
Would you take a Steyr over a Glock?
End of the world now. Because I'll be picking up Glock mags everywhere.
Then name the situation that you would take the Steyr over the Glock.
Because I want to shame all of you poors.
It's like a $400 gun.
What? I paid $800 for that. No, I didn't.
I was gonna say what? I don't think so. I don't think I've ever seen them go for $800. But I mean, it does have really cool sights with the little triangle thing. But guess what? What are those sights made out of?
Plastic.
Oh, okay.
All right. So
see a trend here.
The SIG P365 comes with tritium.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that's real nice.
And did you upgrade yours to a dot?
No, because I pocket carry.
What happens when you upgrade your 365 to a dot?
a slide with a dot. I got my useless tritium sights
Sitting where?
somewhere in a box.
I'm just saying there's always
Box.
downsides to everything. So my brother and I went through this, and we literally went through like he's like, why I would not carry with a red dot sight? Because then I would have to upgrade every single thing to red dot sight compatible. Because if I train with a red dot sight, I then now want to have a red dot sight on everything, which means I would need new red dot compatible holsters. I would need to carry with a red dot in dress clothes, and that's just another snag point. And all this and this. And he's like, please tell me, what situation would I need a red dot in? I said, okay, well, if you were at an event and X, Y, and Z, and I painted the situation that is a valid situation where a red dot could potentially help him. And he said, okay, but what are the chances that I'm going to be in that situation? I'm like, you told me to give you a situation, so I gave it to you. But like I get it. Like everything is a give and a take. Every single thing when it comes
everything's
to firearms,
compromised.
everything. So like, okay. So Skywalker says, I would argue the M&P 2.0, and I honestly, I would even say, the 1.0 is an excellent gun as well. The M&P 2.0, the VP9 would run as long as a Glock, but using Glock's design to a point, being polymer framed. And there's other things too. Like if you look inside of Smith & Wesson M&P, it is very similar, right? It has a tubular safety obstructing the striker. Then you have a cruciform-like piece that pulls back on the striker and all that. So it's very Glockish when you look inside. The VP9 is similar. They're all different in their own ways, but I think they're great guns. I was of the belief that Glocks would outlive all of these other guns. I think that was more the case when there were less other things on the market. Now that apparently there's some videos out there where the M&P actually ran longer than the Glock. That was not always the case. The SIG 226 and a 1911 and all that, those would not outrun a Glock when those were the more what do you call it? Like the more prevalent
Linchpin.
What up? Good to see you. I think Glocks are excellent firearms, and they're not the only excellent firearms out there. That's all. Would I carry dude? I watched who's that girl on Instagram that always shows like her holstered firearm in her like Enigma with her like pants open and stuff. I always see her on IG. I don't even follow her, so I don't know why, but she's got her gun holstered inside her Enigma with like her pants open, and she's always like showing herself getting ready. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Really? I thought we've talked about her before. Anyway, today I saw a post where she posted her and her boyfriend, husband, spouse, fiance, whatever, her man.
Please.
And the guy pulls up his shirt, and as he pulls up his shirt, he's showing a SIG 320 appendix carrying at like 12:15, and it is canted at an angle directly at his junk. Dude, I'm sorry. I am not carrying a SIG 320 aiming at my pecker. Like that's even right now with this Glock 48, if it were to discharge right now, being at like 115, I literally can feel the muzzle. It's aimed at the ground, and it's if it discharges, God help anything below my my right nut and my leg, and it's probably not going to blow my leg off and open up my femoral artery all over the ground. But I just think there are other platforms. Some are unsafe, and some SIG 320s have proven to be unsafe. Not all of them are unsafe. I tried to get two of mine to go off with a 16-ounce nylon hammer. Neither one of them would go off, and I tried very, very, very hard to do that. I watched the Grantham video where he's testing the guns to see if they're drop safe. Dude, I was blown away. None of the 320s went, or the 320 didn't go off, and I think they may have even dropped too, but I think it just seems to be like some of them. Maybe there's some error, some combination of errors, whatever it is, but I'm not going to carry a 320. Would I carry a VP9? Yes. I'm actually honestly really considering getting one. Just, not now. Can't get it now. Would I carry a VP9? Yes. Would I carry a Smith & Wesson M&P 2.0? Yes. I actually shoot Smith & Wessons way better than I shoot Glocks. But I am already so invested into Glocks, and I am already way over 100 magazines deep. And yeah, honestly, I probably have 200 Glock magazines. And I'm not trying to flex. I'm just saying it is what it is. I probably have like 200 Glock magazines or somewhere between 150 to 200. And I'm sitting on 38 Glocks or so. And I just, all my kit, all my holsters, all the Glock style holsters, the Glock appendix inside the waistband holsters, the Glock, the backpacks that are made for Glocks, the Glock, bags that I just don't want to change. All the Glock parts that I have bags and bags and bags of Glock parts. So that's the only reason I'm going to stick with it personally. If I had the same amount of SIG 226 things and 228 things, I would stick with that. Are you here, Rich? You here? What are you doing? You writing a book?
Texting people in the chat.
What's your ammo shape, Dark? I like a little bit of a bulge on top. Then I like to have it go down to, super thin and narrow, and then a nice
Or look like a
little
smoking hot neighbor.
bulbous. Oh, we'll talk about that. What do you mean? What's your ammo shape? What do you mean? 226 is a very nice gun. It's a great gun. I don't know what longevity is like with the 226. Like, I don't know, and I'm not saying, I don't think it'll last long. I'm saying I genuinely, personally, do not know how long they'll last. That's all I'm saying. Dark, have you shot the Springfield Echelon? I have not. Do I think it's dog shit? No, not at all. Jovak Yu, brother, great to see you. I believe the HK VP70 was one of the earlier polymer pistols. That's true. Predating the Glock. This is also very true, but take a good look at the VP, or take one look at the VP70. You will know right away why it was not as successful as the Glock. With its 16-pound trigger pull and its Star Trek phaser shape, it wasn't it. It was interesting to hear Ben Stoger talk about his experiences with the 320 over 10,000 rounds in a month or so. He shoots over 100,000 rounds a year. Yep. Yeah, I saw him on another stream, and he exclusively shoots the SIG. That's like his thing. He's the SIG guy. I don't know if he carries a SIG 320. Look, we're in this world of we're making decisions off of the tiniest percentages of maybe what if something crazy happens and we're there and we need to defend ourselves or others, right? So if I'm already dealing in such micro percentages, if there's a micro percentage that my gun is going to go off by itself, then I'm just going to absolutely nix that as an option.
I would always buy any gun that was cheap and had a chance of going off.
Yeah, no. A smart ass count. What's your ammo count for what? For how many rounds I have through my Glocks, or how many rounds
the
I have
ceiling
storage?
bows below where your ammo's stored.
Say it again.
Enough that the ceiling bows where your ammo is stored.
Let's just say thank goodness that my house is built with steel I-beams, because we may be in a little bit of a situation. And I'm joking, kinda. Are you asking how many rounds I have through my Glocks, or how many rounds I
keep in stocks?
Yeah. Like I have a ballpark of how much ammo that I have, but it falls in the too much to count category. I know you'll laugh, but I do like the Echelon. I'm just kidding. No, I'm not gonna laugh, dude. I know a bunch of dudes that run the Echelon and they love it. And if it works for you, then bro, run it. And if you can shoot it accurately and you can shoot it quickly, and you can, I highly encourage you to use what works with you. The whole Glock magazine thing and the brutal reliability of a Glock, that's all preference, which in the world of firearms, it is all a world of preference. Would you carry a micro dagger? Not until the specific unit had proven itself to me. Like the one that I would carry. If the one that I was planning on carrying had proven itself to me, then yes. For the same thing that the S15 mags had to prove themselves to me. So I started, running the 43X. Then I started, got some of the S15 magazines, and I added the +5 extension. And all of a sudden it's like, you know what? Some people are having problems with these, so I'm going to push them a little bit further, and they all worked. And then I started seeing that, oh, well, these people only had issues with these S15 magazines beyond X amount of rounds. So then I'm like, well, shit, I need to take each one of those mags beyond X amount of rounds. And if the S15 mags didn't prove themselves to me, I wouldn't be carrying them. So yeah, it would depend. I only have one 320. It's an X carry, and I don't like it sitting on my nightstand pointing at me in bed. Please turn it around. Please turn it around. I believe okay, so we were that DarkMavis shot. No. Hold on, I'm super far behind. Sorry. Ron Wayne. Is Ron Wayne in here?
Is he in here?
The package returning neighbor. No. Very different neighbor. Very.
The drunk neighbor. That's the funniest story.
I can't even spell Echelon. The new compact Echelon is fire. Oh, I didn't know they made one. That's probably almost exactly like an XD Echelon. VP70 is a fancy high point, 100%, and it is not $99. I'll tell you that right now. Ben is a solid shooter and coach and teacher. Yeah, absolutely. Rich, do you own a Walther P38 in 9?
No.
Get it? Because it's...
No, I got it.
It's 9.
Sprechen Sie Deutsch? Ein bisschen?
9.
9.
Still like my Springfield
Come on,
XP9.
my mom was in the Hitler Youth.
She was indeed. She was indeed. NPO. What's that? Or were you trying to say no?
No.
No, you were saying no, or stock trigger. Stock trigger what? Stock trigger. I may have.
Everybody, they comment at the moment, but don't realize we lose context because we're 4 minutes down the line.
Yeah. I'm super far behind right now. 357 SIG is great. I just wouldn't carry it now. Paul Bald, brother, great to see you, man. Dark, read my last comment about the Echelon. Thoughts? We did. We read that, right? Yeah, we read that. How many rounds in stock? I currently have somewhere between 20 to 30,000 on hand. Through my guns, I have no idea. Now I could, okay, so I have a round count of individual guns because, like, for an example, for maintenance, for changing out stuff, I know that actually it's not here because I brought it to shoot with the turkeys. So I know through my 10-3, the Dark 18 CQBR, I know that I've got like 12,500 rounds through it, which means I should replace the BCG and bolt because that's a lot. Through the Shadow Systems, I got 2,000 rounds. Through the Battlefield Green and Black Camo Glock, I got 2,000 rounds through, which, by the way, 2,000 rounds is like nothing. Like, that's nothing. That's baby stuff. Through my Chrome 19, I got over 10,000 rounds through the Chrome Glock 19. So if I literally took like a note of all my, each firearm and about how much has gone through each, I could get like a total round count on my current guns now. But I have fired at least 100,000 rounds over the last, I don't know, let's call it 10 years, something like that. Probably longer, like more time than that, but roughly. Let's say an average of 10,000 rounds a year, ballpark. Oh, dang it. 0% battery. Really? Really, bro?
What are you going down to 0?
One of my vapes. No, I gotta switch to my other one.
Not the vape going to 0.
Could you read this for me?
Ben is having fun playing with the platforms 322, 26, 92, Staccato, G47, and so on. But he's not carrying the 320. He has seen the 320 platform blow up in front of him at competitions.
Yeah, I've seen a couple do that too. Sorry, I was just trying to get some nicotine while you read that for me. You know what gun I've seen blow up constantly? You would be very surprised. You may know because I think we've talked about it. You want to take a guess?
No, I don't recall.
You bought one. It's a kind of system. They make systems.
Oh, Shadow Systems.
If you search, go to YouTube and search Shadow Systems Blow Up. And you will find videos all over the place. Now, I'm just saying this to maybe save a little bit of grace. Save grace. To be saving grace, I guess, for them. The people that were doing stuff, that were firing through the shadow systems, were literally doing things that are like in the manual of do not do this. So is it their fault? But also, if you're going to have $1,000 gun, you should probably have $1,000 gun that doesn't blow up when you put some shitty ammo through it. I need to grab something real quick. Hang on. This may force you.
I didn't realize the Goon Beam's magnetic-ish.
Yeah. Of
Not
course.
here, though. So let's see. What are we going to talk about? Well, we could talk about my favorite topic, which is me. I think I blew it because I probably would have had enough time to pee before I came on, and now I'm stuck here.
What's that?
I didn't say a word. I was just staring awkwardly into the camera.
I heard words, so I tried to count it. No way. Jet fuel doesn't melt steel beams. 100% true. Micro dagger for practice and carry the 43X. That's a really good, really good way to look at it. I mean, I would say that. So let's use this as an example. Drew brings up an excellent point. So if you were to, let's say you have a 43X, right, or a 48 or something along those lines, and then you get the 43X frame from PSA, the micro dagger frame, and then you threw whatever, another kind of slide on it, an OEM slide, or even a PSA micro dagger slide on it. If you were to use that as a range toy, and all of a sudden you get 2,000 rounds through it with 0 failures, maybe I would say, you know what, this has proven itself to me, and I'm going to start carrying it with with more confidence. Top EDC carry currently is SIG 365 XL, FN Reflex, Springfield Hellcat. Nice. Multical Glock needs to go ahead and make a freaking 1911. I don't know. I don't know if they would actually do that.
Why would they? Why would you bother?
Yeah. I mean, I could see them coming out with like a crazy 2011 that takes Glock mags or something. But even then,
did that.
Yeah, Stealth Arms already did that with the Platypus. Hard to say how many. Absolutely. Yeah. P365XL is the king of carrying for sure. Just slim. Hugh. capacity and proven. Yeah, I mean, so yes, and my 365 hasn't proven itself to me yet, but I haven't taken the time out to take the gun out and put it through its paces. So if I put 2,000 rounds through the P365 and there were 0 malfunctions and it was just eating up ammo like crazy, and I found it accurate enough and reliable enough, yeah, I would carry it. But I still kind of like carrying Glocks. So here's what took me down the road to, you know what? It's so funny. We haven't talked about the ammo thing yet. Sorry, guys. The ammo situation starts 2 hours in. So here's the deal. I wonder if because I said that. Hold on. I wonder if I hit 4,900. Okay, I am at 4,899 subs right now. If anyone has an alt, yes. If anyone has an alt channel, if you can just sub to DLD After Dark from an alt channel, I need one subscriber to hit 4,900. One. I need one subscriber. One. It takes one to know one. Okay. Oh, I just lost a subscriber.
Hold on, let me
unsubscribe. That is too funny. Oh my goodness.
Subscribed?
Oh,
unsubscribed.
Hilarious. Let's see if that works. Oh, it's not showing. It's not showing you unsubscribed. That is too. No. I just had 4 people unsubscribe. Dude, are you joking with me right now? Yo, stop playing, dude. 4 people just fucking unsubscribed. No, 3 people unsubscribed. I'm sorry. See, now they're going to do it just to mess with me. Oh, hey, everyone resubscribed again. That is too funny. Okay, now in the future, I'm just not going to say anything.
Oh, I can't show you stuff. Dang, this sucks. Hold on.
Dude, that is too funny. You guys are freaking a-holes.
So I was going to use 2 straps, but I only needed 1.
That's funny. Yeah, I've seen that one before. That's a good one. Okay, so here's what I was saying. So as far as the 365, so here's kind of where I fell with that. So I used to carry a standard Glock, right? So standard 9mm Glock that takes standard Glock magazines. And I always kind of wanted to stay in that category because if you're carrying a 26 or a 19, then you're able to accept most of the Glock magazines that are out there, right? I'm back to 4,899. Thanks, guys. Thanks for moving the needle backwards, then neutral again. Okay, so the thing that kind of broke that where I was like, okay, you know what, I need I need to kind of reevaluate is I ended up buying a Glock 43X when they like first dropped, because it was the Glock 43X and the 365 that were like out at the same time, and there was like a fresh recall on the 365s, and a dude that I knew was like, yo, I'll give you my 43X for $350 cash. And I was like, done. I'll take it, sold. So I ended up was it a drill guide?
Something.
Yeah. So I ended up picking up a Glock 43X with a beautiful pretend stainless slide for $350 and a bunch of mags with it. But at the time, he was like, I don't want it because I can only fit 10 rounds in it. And like, I swear, like a week later, it was like introducing Shield Arms S15 magazine. Like, it was like the timing was perfect. So I ended up picking up the Shield Arms mags and whatever. But at that point, I had already gone to, even though it's a Glock, I had already gone to a non-standard 9mm Glock platform. So there would be really no difference whether I'm doing like right now I got the 48 with 21 rounds in it, which is great, but like the 48 versus the Sig 365, like they're both non-Glock magazines, non-standard Glock magazines. So nothing would change, other than me switching to a smaller, lighter, more compact platform. It just hasn't proven itself to me yet. But to be fair, I have not put that time and energy and ammo and all that into it yet. But top duty gun right now is the Echelon, then the Glock, or quality Glock clone. Hold on. Top dude. Oh, you're saying like for you.
Personally.
Okay. I was like, I'm sending you a link. Come on the show now. Cite your source. No, I'm kidding. You're saying for you, and it's funny because like we're all a bunch of dirty civilians talking about like duty equipment, but we're talking about like on your pistol belt or your kit.
That's my duty equipment.
That is a big old duty equipment. A buddy of mine went and bought an Egyptian Hikem 9mm back
I don't
in
even
the
know what
80s.
that is.
Yeah, I have no idea what that is either. Isn't that like one of the SIG clones or something like that? Everybody has their own preferences and feel for each firearm. 100%. This is all a game of,
Looks like a Glock.
Hmm?
Looks like a Glock.
Interesting. Yeah, this is all a game of preferences and like what works with you. And
or maybe I'm looking at something else.
Honestly, I should really be shooting MMPs or the SIG 226 Elite. The SIG 226 Elite is like literally the gun of my dreams, and they're not making any more. They're only becoming more rare, and I should really figure something the F out and get it. And you can see when you look, if any of you guys out there, if you look up on your favorite search engine, SIG 226 Elite, you will see the shape of the grip, how it just curves in where you get the distance from the web of your hands to the trigger, and it is just so tight, and it feels like it's high and tight, and it is just like perfect for follow-up shots, for getting a really 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 good grip on the gun. And I think the gun is excellent. I don't really want to drop, $1,000 on a SIG Elite. And the only ones that I find that are like super inexpensive or affordable are in 40 Smith & Wesson. That is honestly, that is the only situation where I've literally sat there considering like, should I just get it? Even though it's in 40 Smith & Wesson, like, should I just bite the bullet and get it? No pun intended. But could you imagine me appendix carrying a 40 Smith & Wesson and what these people in my community would do to me if I did that? You're not very talkative tonight, Rich. What's going on?
Oh, I brought the graphic up for the SIG if you want to show it.
Oh. Yes. Oh, don't show the site though.
Can't fix that. Can't fix ugly.
That is a very very special piece of equipment there. And if you're using the if you have the SRT model, not the Dodge.
Ooh,
SRT.
Fluffy Bunny says I sent you a text. Still $10 shipping and handling.
What?
What? You
Dude,
made it free for everyone.
I already freaking changed it to free.
So is Walter Keller still out there?
Okay, hold on. Fluffy, do this. Exit out of that. Go to an incognito browser and do it. It's probably saving those cookies, which is honestly what I think it did with G23 as well. Because right now, I'm looking at it right now. Free shipping, $0, active, saved right now. Here, I'm going to go to an incognito browser. Cornhub. hold on, definitionknives.com. And guys, do me a favor, don't go to definitionknives.com too much, and don't order too many knives,
Don't
because
type in code word gravy.
yeah, code word gravy is one of the biggest problems of our business, because it is causing us to give away way too much money to all of our customers. Okay, my name is Peter Griffin. Hold on.
Is Peter Griffin your test user?
It is now. All right, so we're typing this in here. Company pin 15. Okay. All right, so I'm going to do a test again. Yes, the divided states of embarrassment. Yes, the this. And proceed to shipping. Use. What in the world? It's saying $9.65 shipping. This is crazy. You know what I'm about to say? Let's move it to 15% and just remove just like I don't know why. There's no reason this should change. It literally says free shipping right here. Save. This is insane, dude. Like, there is absolutely no reason this should be happening. I have no idea why it's doing this. This is crazy. Shipping fee 0,000. Save. Are you in Alaska? I don't know. I don't know why it would do that. This is so bizarre. And the fact that it was working for so many see, per item, minimum order, maximum order, it's $0. It's free shipping. Here. Okay, so I'm going to change this. Oh, you know what? Okay, hold on. No, so turn that off. Okay, I think I know what it was. Turn that off. Okay, hang on. So now, try this one more again. Continue. Oh my goodness, it says there's no shipping option. Dude, this is a mess. There's no shipping option.
Now you broke the site.
Okay, hold on. So, yes, 0%.
Skywalker's leaving. Now they distracted us. It's his fault.
Skywalker, why are you leaving me, bro?
We're 2 hours in and we haven't talked about the topic of the show. You're going to just have to change it.
I'm just going to change the title. That's all I'm going to do.
Change the title of the show. Random chat. Why are Glocks the best in the world?
You know what? That's actually a great idea. Okay, so I guess I think I fixed it. Hang on. Oh my goodness. Are you serious? Dude, did my I think our store just became priority $9.65. Dude, I'm gonna flip out. Why did this work for 5 people just now? But then not for I don't get it. This is crazy. I guess if anyone else does process any orders on Definition Knives that is supposed to be 10% off and free shipping, if you do place an order and pay for shipping, I'll kick it back to you over the next 24 hours. because this is so frustrating that it would be cheaper and easier for us to just literally send refunds tomorrow. I mean, this is crazy. Or we could do code gravy is 15% off. And then you just pay shipping anyway.
Whatever works, you know.
I mean, that wouldn't technically be like exactly fair, but you need to add a range for this method. What? What range? United
Bob is saying, see
States.
if PayPal is available. He's been
It
asking
is
for a week.
It's literally somebody just purchased with PayPal yesterday, and it says like that it's activated. It's got the little blue button up there in the corner. But I guess clearly now maybe some people it works for, some people it doesn't, because it's not working for Bob, but it worked for other people. That's crazy, dude. That's
cool
that's
frag out design logo. Oh my gosh, that's so beautiful.
Yeah, this is the best I can do.
And the kanji guy on the clip. Love the kanji guy.
So okay, what I could do is remove. So there's a place to adjust the value, but my fear is if I go in and remove $9.67, that if for some people it's on and some people it's not, it's going to reduce the price for the people that is free shipping by another $10. You know what I'm saying? Like this is, I don't know why it just doesn't.
FBA is saying he went incognito and through Instagram showing $10.
Dude, that's crazy. I'm
Spin 360 shows $14.35 priority shipping for me.
What? Dude, that's crazy. It should
be the same price for everybody.
For everyone. It's flat rate, $0 activated. That's what it says on the back end right now.
Do they have to like,
right now.
You know, shift control R?
You may have to purge, like, because it is, you know, it holds your cookies. But man,
Lightning Scott says $10 for me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at it right now. Let me go. Okay, general.
No, let me log in.
Shipping settings.
Definition.
Shipping origin, shipping settings, free shipping settings. Okay, hang on.
Over 18.
Domestic only. Okay.
I'm gonna add a journal list to the cart. I'm going to proceed to checkout. I'm going to apply coupon.
Hold on. Wait, before you do that. Minimum order amount for free shipping.
Is it 0 or 1?
Okay, try it now, gentlemen.
I code gravied. I got free shipping, 10% off and free shipping, no minimum order.
Okay, it was whatever I just did.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's crazy. Like, why should it be this difficult? If it says free shipping, notate the amount and click the button to activate, then that's it. You shouldn't have to go into the freaking settings and do. This is absurd. Yeah, and it also shouldn't show all these other settings. Like, I guess some people like to have the option of picking through 27 different shipping options, but it should just show free shipping $0. Save again. Hopefully that fixes it for you guys. I'm not looking at chat right now. I'm sorry. Man.
No, I navigated away. Bob is asking about PayPal. All right, let me add a knife to cart.
Yeah, I mean, it says PayPal is activated.
Checkout.
But I mean, we already took care of that. Yeah, I gave up trying to count it. I got enough to have some fun with. I'll worry when I can find what I need. His thought was it would get him something better. He paid $80 for it. Wow, $80. That's crazy. My cousin was running that, but he had issues, wouldn't eat every ammo, so he sold it for 43x. Red Dawn, let me ask you this. Red Dawn, how's your
So
Echelon doing?
there's two shipping methods. It says free shipping and flat. Free shipping is free, and flat rate is free. So I think you need to take out that free shipping also.
I'm not going to change anything now.
Right.
Because if I do go in and change it and
And
I just don't want to risk changing anything.
payment type, Visa, Master, whatever. Money order. I don't see PayPal. Oh, wait, Visa? No, that's Google Pay.
Apple Pay and Google Pay, it should say PayPal. If not, I'll have to go in there, but I'm not going to go in there now. I've already been spending enough time in there.
I do not see PayPal.
So Bob and I already took care of that offline.
I have Google Pay and Visa.
Yeah, Bob and I
Or
already
money
took care
order.
of it offline.
I have money order.
Compact came out today. Yeah, the Echelon. Red Dawn, interesting. I never had an issue. Red Dawn, the 365 XL is my EDC. I love it. I'm seriously considering the Echelon Compact. Barnes XPD. I just made a pot of hot water. I forgot the coffee grounds. Senior moment.
Oh, dude, you're way back. He said that like 15 minutes ago.
Yeah, I was in the store settings. Dark is an investor in Glock horse semen. I mean, how much are we talking?
Enough to feed Tim Walls.
The FN reflex, the trigger and feel are great. Unless it's a Glock, I'm not wasting my time. I'm just kidding. Rich's Inner Little Boy is coming out tonight. Yes, tonight. What do you mean? You should talk to him during the day. Damn, a couple. That's crazy. For the G43X Carry Boys S15 combo pack 1 is 30% off. Nice. Yeah, will do. I want to draw, but my hands and wrists say nah, like Brandon Harris said to me about drawing on the AK-50. Did he say no? Hold on. Did Brandon Herrera decline frag out? Are you serious?
But I don't think he knows who Fregat is.
Dude. Shadow Systems is not a Glock. I agree. I know that was forever ago. General Sorrow, welcome. It's only magnetic on the circuit board. I'm getting caught up. Glock used to blame failures on the use of lead ammo when that is what many use in competition. So not exactly.
Well, that's the hexagonal bore.
Not hexagonal, polygonal. But yes,
whatever.
Yeah, it's and it's not necessarily like it depends what kind of failures you're talking about. There's not like what's it called when the whole gun blows up, catastrophic failures or anything like that. I got ammo that says don't use imported barrel. Can I use that with the Odin ultralight barrel carbine? I don't know. I'm not sure what the Odin ultralight barrel carbine is. Glock metal mag. Dude, I'm so far back. I'm just going forward. Sorry, guys. Apple Pay no PP. Yeah, I'll have to go in and figure it out. I can't do it now. No, I know. I appreciate that, Bob. I do. I just we'll have to do it after the live stream. Dark, I can order tomorrow evening. Give you time to figure out, bro. No big rush. Thank you, man. I appreciate you, and all you guys. Honestly, man, all you guys that have been supporting Definition Knives, it's a huge help. They let me know for everyone out there that's ordered and has in hand Definition Knives. If they are exactly what we said they are, throw a 1 in chat. I've been super happy with the performance of my DK1 because that's the one I've been carrying for a while. Hey, we got another DK order. Thank you so much. Oh dang, Fluffy Bunny. Or no, is that Fluffy Bunny? It's hard for me to keep track of the names, but I think that's Fluffy Bunny.
Oh wait. Do you know what I'm pissed off about?
Juan. Thank you. 1. Thank you, man.
This morning,
Zanty too. Thank you.
Man Against the Masses said, "Hey, I'm coming up on your exit." I'm like, "Dude, let's meet up." He never answered. That was on IG.
How could he do that to you?
I'm like, legit.
For the record, my Echelon has 75 rounds through it and has never had one malfunction.
Wow.
I'm just kidding. Red Dawn says, for the record, my Echelon probably has about 1,200 rounds through it and has never had one malfunction. And I mean, that's good, right? Like the 2,000 round point for me is this gun is carryable.
So he says, heading to the Keys for a couple of days. Jupiter exit coming up. I called him, left him a voicemail. He just ghosted me.
Can't believe he did that to you, man.
Ghosted me,
It's
man.
terrible. Yeah, I would like to hear more about the Echelon. So to be fair, all the local experiences that I've seen with it were very much the same. At the two ranges that I frequent, at the two indoor ranges that I frequent, both of them had optics shearing off. Now, upon further review, I think that the people that installed those optics didn't put the recoil bosses in there because they're multiple optic footprint. So you're supposed to put the little recoil bosses that fit the particular optic you're putting on. If you only screw an optic on with two screws, it will shear eventually. It will shear. Kiss it goodbye or allow it to smack your forehead or your nose. It's going to hit you. Lightning McQueen says 1. Traveler says 1. Red Dawn says 1. Zanty Misfit says DK Pokey 1. Drew says 1. Scoot says 1 1 1 1 1 1. Mark Legrand says 1. Bob says uno. DK Pokey order placed. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. I thought it was you. I just, I never want to throw people's names out there and stuff. I appreciate you guys, man, for real. Thank you. And these, look, it's funny because Rich knows early on, most companies that the kind of factory that we're dealing with, manufacturers that we're dealing with, they offered the do you want us to not engrave China on them, send them to you in pieces, and then you guys manufacture them, and then you can say that they're made in the USA, and then you can charge more money. Straight up.
Mm-hmm.
I might even have a screenshot. We make knives for... I'm not going to say it, even though I may have said it before on this. But I will say those other companies that I mentioned before, they do not front like they're making these in the US. Some other companies, however, do. And usually the companies that are fronting like they're making stuff in the US, they get called out for it. You can tell by looking at the hardware. That it's Chinesium. However, I don't care who you are. If you've ordered a knife from Definition Knives, it is not the usual cheap Chinesium BS. It is not a gas station knife. This ish is hardcore, and I would encourage you guys to put all of them to the test. Dude, just look at where did I set it? The DK1 right here. I mean, dude, look at the fit and finish. Look at the frame, the G10. Look at you can't just squeeze it to pinch it together.
Mm-hmm.
It's not
Oh yeah, my Kershaw's you can squeeze.
Oh yeah. Well, and the other thing is how smooth they are, right? I know we're back on our knives are so well made, but they are. They are.
All right. So one of my top performing videos.
When is Gutter Cheese gonna say DLD QVC? 3, 2, 1, go. Sorry.
So one of my top performing shorts, I have the link, in the description for DK Knives and pinned comment. Somebody's like, "Oh, you're spamming." And I'm like, if I didn't spam, I wouldn't have any videos. And the guy's like, "Oh, the gas station store knives." I'm like, "You mean my knife company?"
Dude, So hold on. So you put a comment in your short,
Yeah, and I pinned it
and
for
he
definition
was
knives
upset that you put a comment
that I'm
with
spamming.
your company on your short that you're spamming. Oops.
And then, yeah, there were some weird comments.
You know,
on the
people
video.
can definitely call the way off. You
I,
know?
I always love the people that are like, airsoft, not real.
Oh,
Like,
dude, do people think that like do you know how expensive airsoft guns are?
I've heard. I
I'm
don't know.
not buying a single freaking like no, unless I'm going to use it for like mill uh
LARPing.
yeah, but like real LARPing, like mill sim, you know. Um Scoot into who's
Scoot.
so okay, a couple things. One, I heard this story of
Man
this
named Brady.
soldier that was involved in a really, really, really serious shootout overseas, and they were in some really, really, really um, like thick brush, shrubbery stuff. Like this is in, I think it was Afghanistan. Um, they were in like some serious like terrain, right, where it was like chest high, and they could like crouch down to completely hide, right. It was kind of like that situation where Sean Ryan said we were so well hidden that goats were feeding out of our what's the shit that snipers wear,
Ghillie suit.
yeah, the goats were feeding out of their ghillie suit, and the herders didn't even realize that, right? Like that's crazy cool. But it was kind of like that. But they end up getting in an engagement, and there just happened to be a dude at the top of a hallway. It's like an intersection where the stairs walk up, the hallway is there, and then there's two rooms on either side, and the dude had a fucking PKM machine gun just like right on their position.
Oh,
And he said
jeez.
it was like 40 to 50 feet. Like it was just raining down hell from them, right? And the gunship didn't pick up the bad guys. They had picked up like three bad guys that were on the corner, but they didn't know that the bad guys were in this house. Okay, when the bad guy opened up, he started screaming because the some of his team started going another direction to follow those three guys. Some of his guys were over here, so he was scared that there was going to be some kind of a cross fire situation. So he like kind of got up and started screaming to the guys to like know your target, right? I don't know why he would have done that. He takes 2 rounds to his left elbow from a 7.62 by what, 39 PKM? Yeah, 7.62 by 39, I think. Maybe by 54R, but either way, 230 cal rounds. Okay. He takes another one to his hip area, and then he takes another one. He ends up getting shot like 5 to 7 times. Okay. Now he's in and out of consciousness. He's losing blood. His guys are yelling at him, from over here to like, "Don't move. We're gonna come to you as quickly as we can." But there's an effing machine gun there. We can't get to you, right? So he pulls out of his kit a trusty tourniquet to save his life. And you know what happens? He had rubber banded it previously. And after being hit 5 to 7 times, he had lost so much blood that he was so weak, he couldn't get the rubber bands off of the tourniquet to apply it on himself. He almost died. Now, he technically was like out, and then they had to give him blood and revive him and all that stuff. I forgot the guy's name. I could pull it up here. But this guy couldn't render aid to himself. So I want to share something with you guys. Let me grab my gun belt real quick.
So again, I'm left awkwardly alone in having to pee really bad. Most Nagant is 7.62 by 54R, the first smokeless cartridge. Mostly Gun is one of my favorite firearms because it has too few parts to actually work. And along the same genre, the Luger is my favorite firearm because it has 3 times as many parts as it should to actually work.
Woo! I have Zagun in there, so I'm gonna be careful with that. However, so this is my current gun belt. I switched it up because I had an HSGI tourniquet holder, and it's literally a Velcro overflap, pull out the TQ and go to work. Now this is horizontal. The other one was vertical. And if you take the size, that's it. Literally tug it out, ready to go, right? If you take, and for me, the way I stage them is I don't want anything getting in this area because that is a life-saving area. So I take the there's like mud and stuff all over it. Sorry. But I take the time tab and then I move it back. So I won't have to spend the time pulling it off of this side, moving it over here, whatever. Nothing is in the way of that. I can use this without anything getting in the way. And then when I'm done and the bleeding is stopped, then I could and then pull it over and then write the time on there if I chose to. But because the guy wanted to make it stay as small and tight as possible, he put 1, 2, 3 rubber bands on it. And he said they were the thick Ranger bands. Those aren't rubber bands. Those are like very, very, very hard, thick pieces of rubber. So the way I stage it is like this, and you can just open it up and then pull the tab, yeet, and then put it on any limb that you need to. Okay. Whatever way you choose to stage it is totally up to you. The reason I do that this way is because it's the way that I did it. It's the way I've been practicing it. And if I need to, I can throw it on, go like this, yeet, pull it, and then waka, 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 torque that mofo down. And then if I need to, oh man, that would hurt so bad, dude. Oh, I can the second oh yeah. Ooh, tingles. Anyway, the great thing about these is that they can save your life. The bad thing about these is that if they're not prepped in a way that you can get them on in less than 30 seconds, you're going to be in a world of hurt if you have an arterial bleed. They say you have a minute if you have an arterial bleed. If you don't get this thing on in 15 to 30 seconds, you're in serious trouble. Serious trouble. Now, let's say that because you guys see how big this gets, right? For very, very big thighs, this gets very big, right? Well, how small does it get? You're not going to be able to save a child or a pet or anyone with very small limbs with something of this size. So that's why I found something very interesting. Snake Staff Systems, I think it was. Yes, Snake Staff Systems makes a new version of the cat tourniquet, and it is specifically designed. It's the same. You can use it on a large man's thigh, like whatever. It gets super, super jumbo, but they altered it to where you could literally put it on a child's arm that's like that big if you needed to, and or a pet, something like that. And it's the same as a standard cat tourniquet. I thought that was really cool, and I'm probably gonna check those fools out and probably gonna pick some up. I don't know anything about the company personally. I don't know anything other than they make tourniquets that were designed to work for children and pets. And then I started looking at the name, and I was like, Snake Staff Systems. Why do you think a company would name themselves Snake Staff?
I got it.
What story in the Bible, right? You know what I mean? I thought that was cool. So anyway, I think it's really cool that they're doing that. So I'm considering picking some of those up just because I have tourniquets all over the place. Tourniquets on me, tourniquets in the bag, tourniquets in the car, tourniquets on my kit, all over the place. And I think it's important to have options that'll fit with smaller people, children, pets, midgets, things like that. And that's why some people use the soft tourniquets. The what is it? The soft T, or not the soft T? What is it? What's that shit called with the little like metal windlass? I forgot what it's called, but that thing is no joke too. That's something that's way easier to carry like in your pocket on your person all day, as opposed to a big old honking thing like this. But dude, don't buy like any just BS on Amazon or eBay or whatever, because buying these from any source other than like North American Rescue or like one of the homies, Jay with Prepared Citizen, he only sells really good quality stuff. But if you end up with a bunch of knockoff tourniquets, the Velcro will rip, the windlass will break. This is life-saving equipment. Don't buy shitty life-saving equipment to save $5. It's not worth it. Let's see. Here's another thing that I wanted to ask. What are some other items that we haven't talked about? Because we've covered EDC like to the nine, right? What are some other items?
Tire.
Yeah, spare tire. Thank you. What are some other items that you have on you or around you or in your vehicle or whatever that we have not discussed or don't usually discuss?
I have a tire patch kit. I'm trying to think what else. I usually carry some toe straps, which I've actually, like the stupid Harbor Freight toe. I'm sorry, ratchet straps. I said toe strap. I do carry a toe strap in the car. But I've literally
for your toes.
People out of a ditch with a ratchet strap.
Spare tire? Not familiar.
So if you're in the colder climates, I've always thrown like the chemical warmers.
Yeah, always keep some of those. Yeah, for people that are in colder areas in your vehicle or in your bag, do you have multiple ways of starting a fire when you go out? If you were to get stranded somewhere, like it's like 22 degrees right now.
So
actually,
in Florida, I usually carry bug spray and suntan lotion in my car.
25 degrees. Sorry.
Oh God, my watch is charging. It's at 55 degrees out.
I do have an air compressor in the car. That's the only tire item that I have in the car. Fire Rider, great to see you.
So
Did you
space
talk about a
blankets,
jump box?
That's an easy one, and I don't carry that. I bought like a 20-pack of space blankets.
And you don't have any with you?
No, I have all in my bags. So I have what I call my get home kit, and if I'm traveling, I throw my get home kit in the car. It's two different backpacks.
Yeah.
There's food, water, first aid. Jumper cables, I hate to say it, I don't carry in my car.
Really?
Yeah.
Hold on. You're giving me crap for not having a spare tire, but you don't carry jumper cables?
Okay, because I don't need jumper cables.
Okay. Do you enjoy helping others at all?
Yeah,
Or
no, it would be you're right. It'd be a reason to help other people.
spare
Uh,
hamsters? What if you need to feign support so you can take their equipment?
no, okay,
I'm
good
just
point.
I'm joking. I'm sorry. I'm totally joking. I mean, we do not get down with the whole predator prepper stuff. Like we don't like I honestly think that's a terrible, disgusting thing
Hmm.
of, the people out there that are like, I don't, prep water. I don't prep food. I don't prep it. I only prep security. So guns, ammo, weapons, tools, whatever, because I plan on taking everything from other people that have prepared. Like, that is such a like broken, just like pathetic mindset. It's crazy.
Yeah. So, couple of things. One, we have two Lexus in the family, and the Lexus battery. So the 12-volt battery in the car,
Hmm.
we can go down to like 11 volts and still work
Really
because the high voltage battery charges the 12-volt battery. And on the Comma AI system, I can see the voltage of the batteries at any time on my phone.
interesting. Okay.
Uh, and I'm usually a little more meticulous, but I've been abusive towards it. My Genesis Coupe, I don't drive that often anymore, but I would
You still
regular
have it?
still have it
I totally
parked.
forgot that you had that thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny. I drive it like once every 2 weeks. I'm so bad with that car.
I'm making sure my car's still there. Um, vehicle recovery kit. Is that your handgun? um, Sand, snow tracks. The cookies are on my mind. They were always on my mind. Was that the song? You were always on my mind. Amps are for power. Willie, what am I missing something
Mm.
here? What's going on? Best to keep a bug out box of similar things in a bag, but you can put more in a vehicle. Use it as a base of operation if necessary. Yeah, I got a bunch of stuff that's always in the vehicle, but it's stuff that I am okay with getting stolen. Obviously, it would suck if it got stolen, but at some point you have to make you know, you got to make a decision that's like, okay, I would like to have a box of like 30 Glock mags loaded, a box of, whatever, 12 or 15 P mags loaded, 1,000 rounds of 5.56 and 1,000 rounds of 9 millimeter, because I got that little like tray of 4 ammo cans, and those are all loaded up. And now I don't have it. I probably have 500 rounds of 5.56 and like 600 rounds of 9 mil currently. And yeah, if someone got it in my trunk, whatever, you got
Guilty.
it. Yeah, you. It's a. I'm just. I gotta suck down that cost. Whatever it is, what it is. But I'm not going to leave my Super Duty in the car. I'm not going to leave my 10-3 in the car. I'm
Right.
not going to leave, but I'll bring the MP5 to and from. But someone told me recently that subguns are trash and have no place. I mean, I think they have a place.
Were you talking to Dust on the tactical turkeys?
The turkeys, not all the turkeys. I mean, I will say Fish definitely says that subguns have a place. I think subguns have a place.
I
And
love my MP5.
dude, I'm with you. My MP5 is delightful, but and actually, let's see. I'll see if I can do this and not get the whole thing canned. Let's see. Oh, can't show that. You were always on my mind.
Ah, Oh, there's an Artilleryman's Luger on sale at Gunbroker.
What is there?
Artilleryman's Luger on Gunbroker.
Artilleryman's
It's
Luger.
the
long barrel. Nice. Oh, you know what I also handled and fired? Let's see. Oof. You see what that is? Boombox, baby. 8.6 blackout boombox. 3 face shots. Dude, that thing, and I also shot the spear in 277 Fury. Bro, what? James Lynch, what's up, man? You know what? Just for frag out.
Yeah, that Jason. Oh, Jesus Christ, it's Jason Bourne. Yeah, that Jason Bourne, I bet he's got a tight butthole, too.
Dude. Sorry, I had to. Okay, the spear, what is it? The spear LT or whatever. I got that. I guess I don't want to play too much with fire. Let me see. Is this me?
I'm definitely gonna.
All right.
277 Fury. I'm definitely gonna make a Fury video with this one.
So do you think it's gonna be less recoil or more recoil?
Man, I think it's probably gonna be a little more recoil than a 308. I don't know. I think it's gonna be balanced.
What do you guys think? More recoil than does the 277 Fury, or what's that? What's the military designation for it? 6.8 spear.
Yes.
Yeah, 6.8 spear.
So nobody used the charting handle on that, huh? Okay, cool.
Do you think it has more or less recoil than? And for YouTube, I am holding up a phone. I am not handling anything. This is just a phone. 2-piece and a biscuit. All right, watch this thing. Watch this thing buck. Dude, it just pointed so well, dude. It's just. Dude, it's pretty nasty. I'm not gonna lie. It's here, and look at that thing sitting right there. It's just beautiful, beautiful. And I shot Alien Man with the MD Arsenal shirt in the face. Yeah, I mean it's definitely special. It's cool. Here, we'll let this run.
So this is more. Yeah, I like it in the motor set. I left it in the motor set.
Fly off your feet now.
Oh, please stop it, please. You'll never will you live that down.
Ow.
I think it's on point 308. Because everybody, that was the thing, like everybody keeps saying like it's gonna be less recoil. I'm like, there's no way. That's
Yeah, I mean, oh, here's See, Dudley's a left-hander, so you actually got like the whole kit and caboodle on there.
Yeah, whatever, Doodles.
I'll tell you what, man. Is it odd that they designed that thing to blow through level 4 plates and still hit with the energy of a 357 Magnum at point blank range? I'm just saying. That's strange. He says it's a violation of his rights to, especially since he's now retired sheriff. Oh, hold on. What? I heard a sheriff is suing to have his rights to own firearms since he recently got his medical license. If he wins, it'll help so many. He had to register every firearm in his wife's name. Oh, I wouldn't say that, for reasons. But hold on. So is there a criminal case or is there a civil case going on with that? You can say all he wants, but I can't gamble on it. Too much hard pan for a basement in these parts. About as much as I could. Super special. We can't have basements down here. I'm jealous. Yeah, that's true. Dark's basement. I wish that was Dark's basement. Yeah, 6.8 by 51. All right, so let's get on to the devil's lettuce, Mary Jane. Let's get on to the conversation that we said we were going to have 3 hours ago. And to be fair,
I'm bailing.
you're good. I can have the conversation. Rich, is there anything else you want to say?
When you were talking about the topic originally, I think you need to make it clear that you're talking about ammunition manufacturers, that a company is looking to buy these.
Not looking to. Well, they're buying it. Sorry, yeah.
Because you're saying, the ammo supply. No, it's the manufacturers.
Yeah, no, I didn't say supply.
You said something that could have been construed as a quantity of ammo as opposed to the actual manufacturing plants.
Okay. Well, if I wasn't clear, for clarity, just to make this as clear as I absolutely can be, almost all of our domestic ammunition manufacturers, the companies that manufacture ammunition domestically, are in the process of being procured by a foreign caliphate, by a foreign organization. And you guys have heard me say before several times that since they can't come after the guns, it would be way easier for them to come after the ammunition, because we can't do anything if we don't have batteries for our toys. All right, man.
Where's the leave studio button? There it is.
It's the one that says leave studio. Look, follow Flying Rich at flyingrich.com and stuff. So here's the deal. I've said early on, this is years ago that I originally said this, that if they really wanted to do something, they're not just going to go after firearms, they're going to go after ammunition. And the reason is because, yes, on a small scale, you'll have people pop up that are going to start, loading ammunition. You'll have similar to when the ATF started coming after jigs and frames. You had people like me, for an example, that came up and started a jig company, because it was like, okay, you're going to go after what we have. You're going to go after frames and jigs and all that. Then I'm going to be part of the solution. I think the same thing is going to happen if our ammunition gets totally nuked by this deal, which we'll talk about the deal. I think we'll see a lot of people step up and help, but it will be nothing compared to, we're talking like 85 to 90% of the domestic ammunition manufacturing that is domestic in the US. And we don't know what kind of interest these foreign third parties have. So more on that in a second. We're going to go ahead and jump into it.
This shit's gonna blow up.
No, it won't blow.
All right, for sure.
Oh, no. No. Shout out Cobra Tech too. Isn't that thing gorgeous? Anyway, and don't forget also shout out Tack Knives. Yes, even though we have a knife company, I still shout out Tack Knives, and I love their stuff. I still use it all the time, actually every day. Okay, so let's back up a little bit. So what I'm talking about here is there is a group. This group is a foreign group of mofos. Hold on. I need to make this mo comfy. Hold on. There we go. That's way mo comfy. Okay, so there's a foreign group of mofos, and they are called the Czechoslovak group, or the Czechoslovak group. And they are a foreign organization that is has currently been bidding on a combination of some of the biggest manufacturers in the US. If you are familiar with this situation, put a 1 in chat. If you have absolutely no idea what I'm talking about, put a 0 in chat. So, as Murph Dog, what's up, brother? Good to see you. They're gonna boat all the machines overseas. Well, so that I don't think they're going to move all the manufacturing overseas, which is something that, like, because there's so much unknown, that's honestly what's concerning, right? Like, I know a lot of you guys follow along. I know I see a lot of you guys in other live streams and other shows of people that talk about this, which is why I'm asking who's familiar with it and who's not. If every single one of you guys are familiar with it, then there's not too much of a need to talk about it. I just wanted to touch on it, right? Look, when Rich and I do a show and there's like no other guests or anything, the reality is that we have like 4 or 5 things that we want to talk about, right? And then everything else is just kind of us just throwing shit out there, roughly, more or less. Anyway, boats and goes. Okay, so anyway, this group, Czechoslovak group, I believe, if that's not it exactly, it's something similar. Okay, they are procuring a combination of Remington, Spear, and then what's the sister company for Spear? CCI, Federal, Winchester, like all of the main ammunition companies that manufacture domestically. Not, like Rich was saying, not their supply, right? Not the ammunition that they currently have. The manufacturing company is what is being sold by all of these companies that make up more than 80% of all of our domestic ammunition manufacturing. So, could it be, let me just say this, could it be, and I have no facts to say that this is what's going on, I'm just saying, I'm posing a question. Could it be that a company like this could be a result of these anti-gun accumulative groups coming together, whatever, to neutralize the food that our self-defense tools need to eat? Could it be? I think that's a reasonable thing for us to think. Could it be nothing? And could it just be some company that wants to expand, into the arms world? And sure, it could be, but I don't trust it at all. Well, like, why would we ever? Like, what kind of I mean, even just saying that out loud, it just sounds absolutely absurd. That a random company that is foreign to us, it is not a domestic company, wants to procure almost all of the manufacturing of almost all of our ammunition that is not only for civilians but also the military. Like, are you crazy? We're talking small arms stuff, but still, like, that's ridiculous. So same with China and our food. Oh, it's so bro, it is so much more. It's not just that. I am surprised that it took this long to get into the firearms and arms dealing stuff, whether it's firearms, ammunition, or whatever, right? Is it BlackRock? It could be. It could literally be a group. I mean, BlackRock is got their hands in everything, right? BlackRock and Vanguard are the most evil shitbags to ever exist, ever. So, the scary thing about this, though, is that the federal government had signed off and approved on this transfer, and apparently there is another group of domestic some type of group of domestic organizations that have been trying to intervene and have been trying to bid on the contract, just like the Czechoslovak group has, and they just can't get in there. They've tried every single thing that they could. So it seems like a domestic group is trying to keep this from leaving the US, but it sounds like what the goal would be is to have the domestic ammunition manufacturing taking place here, and then they stay over there and just collect their money or whatever. Like, yeah, but what if that's not their goal? What if they just turn it off? What if they just stop? What if they just stop manufacturing? What if all of these anti-gun groups together said, "Hey, we spend $20 million a year or like whatever on anti-gun agenda related stuff." Well, what if we just spent 400 million and we just took out, everything? You know what I mean? Like, is that so far-fetched? No, of course not. Yeah, the Czechoslovak group. It's something. It's almost like Czechoslovakia, but it's like slightly abbreviated. Czechoslovak group. The Czech Slovak group ammo. Okay, Czechoslovak group. Okay. Weapons and ammunition, guns and ammo. Okay, let's look here. Ammo and acquisitions. Who is the Czechoslovak group? Let me scroll down. Let me see. In 1995, Czech entrepreneur Jurislav Stranad, founder Excalibur Army, a business focused on the procurement, refurbishment, and guns and ammo. Refurbishment and resale of Soviet armored vehicles, including T-55 and T-72 tanks, not unlike our Bruce Hodgson and cartridge powders of Springfield Armory founder Robert Reese for firearms. Stranad saw the potential commercial value of government scrap. So this is a Schilling article, so that's not going to give us any information. Headquartered in Prague, the Czechoslovak group operates in several sectors, including defense, aerospace, ammunition, automotive, and railway industries. See, it's just like, why would we even consider trusting a foreign group to own the majority of our domestic ammunition, production? Like, that's insanity. It just doesn't make sense to me. Okay, arms mega deal. American Vista approves sale of ammunition division to a Czech industrial group called the Czechoslovak Group. On November 25th, 2024, during a special general meeting, Vista Outdoors shareholders approved the long-delayed sale of its ammunition division. Kinetic Group to Czechoslovak Group, CSG, owned by Michael Stranad. I guess he changed his name, or he's going by another name. The transaction, valued at around 2.22 billion USD, is set to be finalized on November 27th, 2024. The acquisition positions CSG, or the Czechoslovak Group, as a significant player in the global ammunition market, marking a substantial expansion of its portfolio. The deal also represents the largest arms transaction in the Czech Republic's modern history, underscoring the country's growing influence in the defense industry. Look, here's my thing. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you say you are. If you're telling me that the majority of the domestic manufacturing of ammunition is now going to be owned by a foreign stranger, that does not care or have any tie to the United States of America, then I don't trust it at all one bit. So what I would tell you is I would recommend that every single person, without being too ridiculous, that you stack up on ammo and make sure that you have every single thing that you may possibly need. Does that mean you're going to be able to go, blow through 1,000 rounds a week, at the range or whatever? Maybe not. Maybe you, save a little bit more and shoot a little bit less. Maybe you, stack up a little more. Maybe every time you buy a few boxes, you shoot one and keep two, or whatever it is. I am just saying that if whoever in the chairman and chairwoman of the Vista Outdoors group approves of it, and the federal government approves of it, and all that, if the federal government approves of it, I probably don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just weird for me. And I because I don't know enough, and I should read up on it some more, because I don't know much about this at all. I don't trust it, and we're just supposed to say, okay, let's trust it. Like, what's what's the purpose? Like, why are you guys selling all of these companies? CCI, Spear, Federal, Winchester, uh, who was the other one? Remington, like all these companies, like, why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? And if another domestic company is trying to, they should get priority over this shit, especially if they're even in the ballpark of that $2.2 billion. Like, I would never want that to leave the US. It's the same thing as like us making those, what, not 155 shells, 120, the 120 millimeter shells or whatever, which are like the most important. Um, um, what's it called? What's the term? I'm drawing a blank on the term. I'm sorry. It's a long day. The Jova Q, what's the I literally just said it the other day when we were on the turkeys together. It's what wins wars. Like demolition, kind of, I can't remember the term that I used for it, but um either way, if we were to take all of our 120 or whatever it is, 120 millimeter um ammunition and get that outsourced to some foreign company to have that made for the United States to use that in war, like, what? Like, absolutely not. Like, that's insane. Why would you trust another foreign nation that could be purchased, bought, or sold, or, owes favors to whoever, whatever? Like, why would you ever think that that's a good idea? Any element of security, you do not sleep on security, right? Like, even if I'm just guarding a property, if me and Jova Q are guarding a property and we go inside to, 10 dudes in there, 15 dudes in there, whatever, and we are going to be selecting four guys to go, select four guys for security on this property. If two of the dudes in that house, always drop the ball or always fall asleep or whatever, I don't want 50% security on the property. So I'm not going to select the people that where a mistake could happen, where an error could happen, where a breach could happen, even if it's unlikely to, even if they pinky promise that they won't. I think Jova would agree that it would be a better idea to always have 100% security, right? If you got four dudes protecting the property, you have 100% security. You never ever select those two dudes that make errors or fall asleep, because you don't want to just go boop 50% security like that. So even if there is a chance that something bad may happen, that there's a risk that something even could happen, 100% terrible decision. Don't do it. If it has anything to do with security, never gamble on security. But here we are. I think this is a terrible decision, and I think the best case scenario here, the absolute best case scenario here, is that quality of ammo drops. price of ammo increases, and I'm not talking if this, then this, like one or the other. I'm saying both. Quality of ammo drops, price of ammo increases, availability of ammo diminishes. That's what I predict for the future. And then, of course, the worst case scenario is that this is some type of, scheme to take over, the way that our, um, country is protected by small arms, whether that's with the military or militias or the civilians or whatever. But I don't trust it at all one bit. So I think it's bad. And I think if another domestic organization is trying to get in there, I mean, they shouldn't have pushed him off, but that's actually more worrisome. That troubles me more, knowing that a domestic company tried to get in there and they were like, Psh, nope, nope, you're kept out of this deal. Like, what? How does this happen? Wouldn't you, like, if something like this was being sold? Wouldn't you open it up to as many people as possible for the highest bidder possible? For it just seems sketchy, dude. That's all I'm saying. I don't know enough about it. B, I don't need to know too much to have that feeling in my gut that something bad is going to happen. Like I said earlier, I'm sitting on like 20 to 30,000 rounds of ammo. Does that mean I have all the ammo that I'm ever going to need for my entire life? Absolutely not. I would like to shoot, roughly 10,000 rounds a year or more, and I'm not going to be able to do that based on what I currently have and what I may or may not be able to get in the future. Do I trust it? No. Let's see. They need to move their plans to Arkansas, where the governor has told foreigners they can't own shit. Yeah, it sounds like they want the deal, man. It sounds like they want to sell, they want to get out of there. Somebody dropped the ball, and who gets shafted? Defense Production Act. What do you mean by that? Defense Production Act. Joe Vacu, you want to come on real quick? I'm gonna have to roll out here in a minute, but if you want to come on real quick, you can. Here, hang on. What's cool is if I click copy on my computer, it will copy onto my phone too. Bam. You can come on for a little bit. I'm not going to stay up too much longer because I actually got to crash and I got some stuff I need to do before bed. But come on if you'd like. See, and this is exactly what I'm saying. At that point, they wouldn't need to take firearms. And let's be real, they can't. They cannot. Are they going to try to? Always. Absolutely always. In every single possible way, they're going to come do their absolute best to neutralize the proliferation of armament across the United States. They always have been. And it's only getting worse. They're only getting more resources. But you're right. They wouldn't need to if ammunition is gone. Ladies and gentlemen, Joe VaQ.
Hey, what's up, man? Thanks for having me on. I'm out in the back on a cold night doing some stuff. Hey, so
Barry, it says Barry Amendment.
yeah. Hey, so now I'll explain that in a minute. In 1950 they signed the Defense Production Act, right? It just states that all of our ammunition and stuff like that for national defense has to be made and sourced and procured in the U.S. So we're not reliant on foreign governments that can turn off stuff if they don't like you. So that's one of those things. Like you're talking about the 155 shells. There's only three plants in the U.S. that manufacture the 155 shells, right?
Yeah, and we weren't we using them at a pace in Ukraine that was greater than our production by like tenfold.
Yeah. So those guys over there, they were firing more than we fire like in years. You know what I'm saying? Because they was just they got them. They're sending them.
Now hold on. Wouldn't that qualify as lethal aid?
Yeah, but there's workarounds to that.
Of course, sure. So go ahead.
You can send them to your allies. Allies give them to them, stuff like that. But like with with your small arms ammunition, we have Lake City. Lake City is government owned, contractor operated. So you should get into that because with the CZ group, they're a foreign entity, but they have CZ US. So it's just like HK USA and all the other companies that's in the USA to get around the 922, the 922 law from US code. So
real quick, I just want to add this Czechoslovak group or CSG is not CZ or CZ USA. This is a different company. I just want to add that in so people aren't getting confused.
It's like their higher headquarters because CZ just bought Colt, right? So you got
are they connected to CZ and CZ USA?
If you look at it, I want to say it goes down. I'm not 100% sure on that, but you can look into the beneficial ownership. He owns it.
Especially with this new FinCEN bullshit that's going around with LLCs.
Your civilian market, because they're already talking about a 10 to 15% increase across the board due to resources and all this other stuff. So I would say like a lot of these other companies that I'm not going to call them mom and pops, but some of these other manufacturers that make ammo, start supporting them. The prices might be a little bit high just because, they're not making 1 million rounds a day, but they're American owned and they're going to stay in business. Just my opinion only. Ammo might get a little bit tight because everyone's going to be competing for it. And then you got these foreign interests and they're going to go where the money goes. Years ago in California, they was talking about having an ammunition tax, and the Democrats always have that. They always try and pass that bill, every other year to tax ammo. Like you said, they can't go after the guns, go after the ammo. They put a surcharge or excise tax on ammunition and pay for it. So again, all politics are local. You got to vote. You got to vote for the people that has your interests at hand, and hold them accountable. Politicians don't like the work,
Yeah. And they definitely don't like getting blown up by people in the public.
Nope. So,
but they do enjoy being told when they've done something right.
Yeah. Go look at the news with Lake City. They just demolished one of their factories, or one of their warehouses or one of their production facilities, and they moved production of 5.56 into the 7.62 by 51 warehouse, and they're going to use that open facility to manufacture the 6.8 by 51 for the next generation squad weapon or the military spear. So that's going to cut 5.56 and 7.62 ammo production in half, because they demolished the facility, they moved production lines, consolidated production lines into one facility, and they haven't built a building yet. So
yeah, that's not going to be good at all.
And again, if you got extra cash, man, start patronizing some of these smaller shops, and again, it's going to cost a little bit more, but you're going to keep them in business. And the worst thing you can do is have these guys go out of business and no one to fill their shoes.
Yes, Bob, this deal was supposed to close at the end of November, and I believe it did. I believe the sale was completed, but it is going to take some time to transfer assets and transfer ownership and do all the things that they need to do. AAC was not included in the purchase.
Yeah, AAC was spun off a year or two ago when it was breaking up Remington, right? So PSA acquired the AAC brand and they started making ammo.
And Remington had been, like you said, it was broken into several different corporations that were not dissolved, but like spread out. So whatever's left of Remington, CCI, Spear, Federal, Winchester, whatever, all those are all companies that are now either sold or being sold to this Czechoslovak group.
So Winchester is Olin, and that's still government owned, contractor operated, right? That's in fucking Arkansas.
Is that Winchester or the Lake City portion of Winchester?
So you got Lake City, and then their civilian line, where they're the stuff that the military doesn't accept and everything else, and their extra production runs. That's still Winchester. So that should be good, but you never know. No one has a crystal ball to really look at this. So,
But saying that it's probably going to impact the volume of ammunition available to civilians would probably be a reasonable thing to prep for.
yeah.
So, and Stifler Manufacturing brings up a good point. Brass and bullets are easy enough for loaders to find, but powder and primers, not so much. And if I recall correctly, a little less than a year ago, actually, yeah, I think a little more than a year ago, like last January or something. I could be wrong on the date or time, but I'm pretty sure that China just outright denied to sell us any more of the nitrocellulose compound that we need to make powder. So for a long while, we were struggling and couldn't purchase that. I don't even know if it changed or we could end up purchasing it. But if all of our ammunition resources are owned by foreign organizations or corporations, then we could end up in a pretty dangerous place, I think.
And that's like with the Berry Amendment, right? When they codified that, all production of military stuff, national defense stuff, needs to be made in the U.S. So if you have an overseas supplier, if the relationship changes, they just can't cut you off. Now there's small set asides for smaller contracts, right? You start looking at like some of the stuff that's not going far and wide. Some of your HKs, some of your Beaufort, your cannons, and everything else that's made by Saab. That's in partnership and in agreement, right? NATO members, all of the good stuff. But they're trying to move a lot of the defense production based here in the U.S. so you're not beholden to a foreign government that might turn adversarial in 6 months or 7 months. Also, keep in mind with Trump's tariffs, that could impact stuff all the way down. Your lead, your copper, all your alloys, all your components. Keep in mind, you still got 2 wars going on, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
And this is also at the same time where Turkey, I don't know if they're still in this situation, but Turkey said that they were going to stop importing or exporting rather copper to the US.
Yep.
So it's like if all of these things are happening, this is like it's one of these things that's like I look at and I say like, man, it's hard to think that that's not by design, but let me take my conspiratorial hat off and just say that it's definitely concerning. Bob says, what is our government thinking when you supply other countries? Make some think why, what's coming, and should we be very concerned about our near future? I mean, I always say be concerned and
when you start looking at it, like if you look at our strategic reserves of petroleum, right? When you released all that and then fill it back up, all that stuff ties into it.
Yeah.
Name one thing that's not made out of petroleum-based products, or name one thing that petroleum doesn't touch or affect.
Oh,
Plastic, gasoline,
yeah,
manufacturing, transportation, everything. So
everything from boat to plane and every single thing that is plastic is made out of crude oil that is made to make gasoline. Like this is,
when you start looking at like the foreign ownership of your farmland, your big farm manufacturers, your industrial based farm manufacturers, stuff like that. If you got some time and you ain't scared, start pulling those strings and start looking at them, and you'll kind of see how, I'm not living in fear, but certain things, you should stock up on and rotate your stock. Nothing happens, great. You got a lot of shit to go out and shoot. Something does happen, you're a little bit better off for the initial, whatever and shit,
Yeah, when I went out this past weekend, I went and I shot with Dust and Dudley and them, and I had just an ammo can of like random 9mm ammo that I grabbed, and some of the stuff said so I date every box that I get, every case that I get, I'm weird like that, and a bunch of them said 2024, and some of the other ones said 2022 and 2023. So I started with the oldest stuff first, like cycling through whatever older stuff that I can, and um, I have much older stuff too, but um,
You know,
y-
and
cycling through.
and I think you're doing a good thing as like, um, it, if you can do it, and that's a big if, especially now, you know, pick up a half a case or a case of ammo, put it away, rotate it,
Hmm.
store it properly. Um, and this is that thing. I posted on Instagram. How do you buy your ammo? You buy it based on cost and performance. Sometimes you got to strike a balance.
Hmm. Dude, what's it called? PMC is good stuff. I run MagTech, not Max Tech,
Yeah,
MagTech. I run even for me, Winchester White Box runs totally fine. It's it can be a little dirty here and there, but I mean, I'll run PMC is good stuff. Blazer Brass runs great for me.
yeah,
I'll never run Blazer Aluminum, but all that stuff right now, all of it can be had at 230 a case for 1,000 rounds for 9mm or less.
yeah. Hey, can we? Well, I don't want to speak out of pocket and mention some wholesalers or manufacturers, but there's still some good deals out there. Um,
You
to
you
be
can you can say, I mean, you can say some stuff like I would recommend that everyone check AIM surplus.
Yeah. So SG Ammo, they got a pretty decent sale going on right now.
Yeah.
A lot of
I've
variety, decent prices.
I've
Uh,
purchased from them before too, and I actually don't they like always have free shipping as well?
it depends upon like the amount you spend, but like right now, I want to say free shipping is anything over 150. But
Yeah.
again, it gets kind of steep and start doing like your price per round. And it's like, well, it might just be easier for me to go to my local gun store. That's another thing. Support your local gun stores because without them, if you need to pick something up real quick, you got to
Yeah.
wait 6-7 days to get it shipped or depending upon your relationship with your local gun store. I can't go into a big box store and ask to use their bench or to get someone to mount a scope for me. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
local gun stores, as long as they're not dicks, go in and support them. You got to keep those doors open.
Dude, and this so 1,000 rounds of the steel MagTech. Now, here's what I'll say. I just want to add this really quickly. The MagTech steel case is not like your traditional steel case. It's not like Tula. It's not like Wolf. It is like a high polished steel that looks and feels and runs the same as those like those nickel casings from like Federal, like jacketed hollow point ammo and stuff like that. On SG ammo, it says 205 for a case, but I think Aim Surplus had it for like 193 or something
Yeah.
yesterday or the day before.
Um, there's a couple other smaller companies that people may or may not have heard of, and they got pretty good, in my opinion, they got pretty good quality, nice full powered ammo.
Mhm.
Mead Industries, Mead ammo manufacturer is one of them. Um, Shell Shock makes the NAS3, which is a nickel alloy and aluminum based. It's like a 3-part ammo.
Mm.
It runs cooler. It's real accurate. You got True Velocity. They make actually a polymer cased ammo. Um, there's a lot of companies out there, but again, depending upon your financial situation is going to dictate whether you can spend or want to spend um, 65 cents per round for 5.56 versus 42 or 48 cents per round. But you can see it in the quality, and that's something that everyone has to you know, make their own choice on. But I would say if you can do it, stack it. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. Black Diamond Guns gear 100%. That steel MagTech is $9.60 per box right now. It's like 120 something. Or no, 120. It's like 190 something for a case, which is crazy. Like, when was the last time you saw a sub $200 case of 9 mil? Like, that's
It's been
now
a while.
it's not brass, right? Like, I remember before the coof, I ordered a case of 9 mil 115 grain brass CCI blazer brass, whatever, and it was like 169 from PSA, and I remember being like pissed that I had to pay that much, but like, dude, now if I were to come across a case of brass CCI, blazer brass for 169 right now, bro, whatever. I'm not in a place right now to just start buying up ammo like crazy, but I'll tell you what, there's a way to make things work. Like, for an example, Goonbeam and I ended up in a situation where Goonbeam needed the Geisley 34 millimeter mount. They were all sold out everywhere. I need the 30 millimeter Geisley mount. They were on sale for Black Friday, so we worked something out to where he would buy the 30 millimeter mount, we would trade, and then there's always a way to work with people, like, and get what you want. But yeah, if you're gonna be running around purchasing stuff, like, I would definitely encourage you to support your local shops, because they're going to be the ones when, if stuff were to go down, and if stuff were to go down in a situation where things get bad, if you need something in a pinch immediately, then you're not going to care what the cost is. You may have to roll a wheelbarrow there of $17,000 in $1 bills to get a gas block or something, or depending on inflation.
Yeah. And speaking of that, like if you're skilled enough to repair your own stuff, in my opinion, it never hurts to have a few extra parts that wears out.
Yeah.
And a couple of parts in case you have to um, assemble something, build something, and
Especially BCGs, bolts, small parts,
yeah,
things like that.
rings, because they break, they get worn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not saying like go fucking whole hog and get $500 worth of gas tubes,
Mm-hmm.
but just gauge what you need based on what you got, because you want to
Yeah.
keep stuff up.
Support your local stores when you can. We lost our favorite local store due to property managers increasing rent on them over and over, and insurance companies doing the same thing against 2A related stores, dude. Absolutely. And look, yeah, Lightning McQueen's anything close to $10 a box purchase. Yep. 100%.
Also, I would say, you do get what you pay for most of the times. And
Mm-hmm.
sometimes you might have to suck it up and buy that aluminum ammo.
Yep.
But you still can get training value out of it,
For sure.
Um,
Lots of malfunction drills.
like Wolf and Tula,
Yeah.
steel case ammo's come a long way. It's not as bad as it once was. I know people that run steel case exclusively. They have zero issues. That's a sample size maybe of 2 or 10, but figure out what your system runs and just go out and train and get proficient with it. Gone are the days where you can get up on a Saturday morning or a day you got off from work and go shoot and be like, oh shit, I ran out of ammo. Go to Walmart and get 500 rounds. Those days are gone, and they're not coming back.
Yep. Dude, I used to run at least 1,000 rounds on every weekend.
Yeah.
Like, I would just blow through 1,000 rounds, and I wasn't always getting the best training value out of it, because it was like I'm just kind of plinking and having fun. But I did get, I mean, there was a lot of benefit that came from that time. I was much younger in my um, you know in the shooting game, if you will.
Yeah. There's ways. There's
Mhm.
ways getting harder. And then also, think about it, your local gun stores and stuff like that, there's such a small profit margin on
Yeah.
fire. A lot of them make their money off of accessories.
Yep.
So, you know, yeah, we have to keep the lights on these guys, because you've seen with some of the other big box stores, Dick's, they stopped selling firearms. Walmart stopped selling
Mhm.
types of ammo.
Yep.
So they'll do it. You know, they don't have an interest in 2A. They're not vested in it.
Yep. Yep. And it's from a standpoint of like ESG and CSR, it is basically like business self forever sleep, because they're looking at their banks and their banks are looking at them saying, what is your corporate social responsibility? What is your, ESG score based on your environmentally, socially responsible, whatever? It's like, yeah, if I sell, if there's a company out there that sells firearm related stuff or firearms in general, then they're probably not going to be able to get loans. They're probably not going to, be able to get the support that a typical company would get. So yeah, it's difficult, and a lot of those companies get canned by their credit card processors. They get canned by, whatever. Like it's difficult to run a business like that in that field. And honestly, if look, mark my words, I got pissed off about the whole ATF thing and started a jig company. I got pissed off about how expensive Benchmades were and started a knife company. If they come in here and totally F up ammo the way that I'm thinking that they might, I will literally start an ammunition company straight up. I don't care what I got to do. I don't care what I have to sacrifice. If it's proliferating freedom seeds out there for everyone, I'll do it, bro.
Yeah. Hey man, hey, thanks for having me on. It's good talking to you.
Yeah, man. You too, man.
Got to get up here in a little bit, and got to pay the man.
Yep, I appreciate it, man. Thank you for coming on. And Joe VQ, it's always a pleasure. And I'll go ahead and close out, man. I appreciate you, brother.
Cool. Hey, that comment right there, man. Big fish ain't never lied.
Yeah.
Make sessions count, man. Get something out there. Go out with a training plan and a training path. Skip.
Mhm. And don't just go out training the same bad habits. Go seek training and then go practice those good habits that you learned.
All right. Hey, thanks, man. Have a good one.
You too, brother. Take it easy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming in and hanging out. I think there's a lot going on, regardless of what wins and positive things a lot of people are talking about now. Those, remember, can equally be red herrings. So I would encourage all of you guys to never, ever take your foot off of your throttle when it comes to preparation. And I would encourage every single one of you guys to still and always focus on water, food, shelter, security, and even cool things like this. Could be bartering items one day. Man, this action is just crazy. This is a Cobra Tech. Man, these Cobra Techs are both knives that I got from Jonah. So, I'm never gonna let these bad boys go. Man, this and a third one actually, and the BCM handguard on that joint right there. That was from Jonah. The shot timer. Shout out to you, Drew. I appreciate you so much, and I appreciate you giving the business to Jonah to send that gift to me. It's been incredible, and I've loved every moment of using that dark ammo. Of using that shot timer. That's from Jonah as well. That suppressor right there. That's from Jonah as well. I got a bunch of stuff from him. This beard, he could say the beard is from Jonah too. Oh, we miss you, love you, bro. Man, it's crazy. Red Dawn, going to bed myself. People say a prayer for me tomorrow. This person coming to see my house buys it. Keep stacking, keep training, get out of debt. Yeah, brother. Appreciate you, man. All right, let's and remember that too, please, for Red Dawn. Hopefully, you get exactly what you need, and just remember, always the Lord will provide. Always, always, always. Even if you don't get what you want, the Lord will provide. Always, bro. Um, let's go ahead and wrap it up here. I just want to say thank you all so much for coming in and hanging out. It means a lot. Thank you for you guys that were contributing to the Christmas slush fund goal, man. That's and I didn't, I didn't ask for it. You guys are just awesome people, and you contribute. That means a lot. All of you guys that purchase knives from Definition Knives, thank you. I'm probably so I'm making the boxes tomorrow just because I'm a little caught up with DLD stuff right now, DLD hardware stuff right now. So I'm making the boxes tomorrow. So all the knives that have been bought over the last day or so, including the ones from tonight, will probably go out either tomorrow or maybe at the latest the day after. But I'm getting them out, I'm getting caught up. I just got some days of DLD hardware stuff to get caught up on. And yeah, so for anyone that's going to come up in here and be like, DLD, I ordered a package and where's my package? Look, it sucks because my system is still down. I got to figure this email shit out. It should be working. I have an app code, and the app code is correct. There's absolutely no reason it shouldn't be working right now, but goodness gracious, it's so frustrating. That means confirmations aren't going out. Um, Tracking info's not going out. It is from Definition Knives, but it's not from DLD hardware. So I got to figure that ish out. It's so crazy. And Jonah was the one that did all that stuff for me. And, he taught me what he could, but man, it's a huge pain. So anyway, I just want to say thank you guys. Thank you to all the companies that support. Shout out for Stifler coming in and hanging out, man. We appreciate you. Stifler makes a bunch of Glock slides and other Glock accessories, and check them out, man. They're a great company as well. They have some really, really Gucci stuff. I was just looking through stuff on eBay the other day, and I found some Stifler stuff on there. So check them out, and also check out companies. Woo, man, save that one. Companies like Goombeam, bro. Look at that hotspot right there. That's insane, dude. Check out companies like Goombeam. Oof. Check out companies like Gideon Optics. We got to make sure we support them. And although that Definition Knives is where it's at, we've only got launch 1 out so far. We're working on launch 2, but remember, companies like Tac Knives, they had a crazy black deal sale going on. And if you use code DARK, you get 20% off of their stuff. They got some really nice stuff. And even check this out, even the little stubbies right there. That's someone had said like, oh man, that's like totally like Microtech style. I mean, they do have a small Microtech like that, but I mean, really, it's kind of their own thing. This is another dope one from Tac Knives, so this is great. I hate getting into like just the consumer stuff, but look, gear, equipment, like all that stuff, it's important. So, get what you're going to use, especially if it's like a daily thing like that. I need a multi-tool too. I have one multi-tool. I actually have one right here. And this actually is a multi-tool from Tac Knives. But I need like one of the real multi-tools. I would like one of the Leatherman. There's a small one. It's like called the Skella. What is it? The Skella something. It's not like the Skeletor or something like that, but it's something like it's got like skeleton in it somehow. That's the one that honestly I want. This one is pretty dope. It is cool, but this is the one that I currently have. But I want like a real Leatherman, and that Skeletor. That's the one. Yo, that's the one that I want, bro. That's 100%. That's the one that I want. One day, because it's still like $100, and honestly, bro, I'd spend that on ammo right now. Or a knife from Definition Knives. Anyway, what I'm saying, y'all, is support the companies that support us. Support the channels that are in the crew, right? Support the we'll name it something. I always said like the coalition, right? The coalition of channels is like DLD, John Crump, Flying Rich, Shooting Gallery, even like obviously Black Diamond Guns and Gear, the Off the Range podcast, like even like the 2A boys, Shogun, Marine Gun Builder, like we got this like circle of just incredible people. And I'm sure I forgot other people, but it's the homies, right? So support the homies, and remember that we're still in a culture war. So it's on you. It is incumbent upon you to be a culture warrior. And I recommend that all of you guys take this time now while we're still able to get right with your family and get right with God, because those are the two most important things that you can do, regardless of what direction that we're heading. Oof. I mean, if you think about it, if it's the end, you damn well better make sure that you're right with your family and right with God. If it's not the end, you're going to have an incredible life where you're close with God. So that's the mouse tool. Yes, exactly. Anyway, Scoot, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate all you guys. But anyway, because it's on us to be leaders within our community, to be lawyers, to be leaders within our community, within our our family, within our church, within like your immediate like zone. It's important that we have our own clear expectations for who you choose to be, your own rules, standards, and expectations. So a knife name, the Beard or Shaggy. Yeah, shout out CRS, bro. Miss you and love you. Which we plan on doing a knife named after CRS too. We got a whole bunch of stuff, man. Dozens of knives and tools. Crazy stuff. Pry bars, multi-tools. Like actually maybe that could be how I get my multi-tool. Anyway, just remember that we got to make sure that we're being leaders within our world. And when you do that, you have to set your own standards, expectations, and rules for yourself, right? And for people around you, which means if there are some people around you that don't fit within those rules, keep it moving, right? Find other people. I've been blessed lately to find great people around me that I do want to spend more time with, and not spend time with dirtbags. And it's not for anything. I can still love dirtbags. I'm just not going to, give my time to them. Anyway, so as we wrap up, remember the rules. Some of the rules that I like to share with you guys at the end of every single show are as follows. Rule 1 is to be kind. It's so important that we're kind in everything that we do. That brief interaction that you have with somebody else could have a massive impact on their life. So be kind, squid. Just be kind. Rule number 2 is to live a life of care, compassion, contribution, give to others. When you bless others, you become blessed, because the hand that's open to give is open to receive. And rule number 3, because we know the only way for us to defeat evil is with good men. Hold on, did I say all of 2? Live a life of care, compassion, contribution, give to others. When you bless others, you become blessed, because the hand that's open to give is open to receive. Yeah, okay, sorry. And then rule number 3, because we know the only way for us to defeat evil is with good men skilled in violence. Make sure that you're becoming as highly skilled in violence as you possibly can be. And be safe, be dangerous, and keep that thing on you. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you all so much. We are out of here. Remember, Christ is King. Get right with God. The time is now. If you have any questions about what that would look like, feel free, reach out to me. Hit me up on IG, hit me up on email. Sometimes I don't answer right away. Sorry. Hit up Black Diamond Guns Gear, hit up Flying Rich, hit up all Red Dawn, all the people that you know. All right. I love all y'all. Be easy. I'll see y'all soon. Bye. Peace. Definition knives for the win. Lastly, a question. If there was a special unit that was available only at one company, and this special unit was like a crazy, super powered, remarkable piece of equipment that you could only get from one place. And it was like so crazy that you just like had to have it. Would that be something that you guys would want? If it were something that was like a DLD, like exclusive thing that you could only get from one place, would that be something that you guys would want? And not like, I'm not talking about like a fun like blue LED, like I'm talking about like psh, like crazy performance. Is that something that you guys would like? Let me know. I love y'all. We'll see you soon. Bye.